dog-friendly patios, and 2 daily happy hours, Island Wings can't be beat.
Love cornhole? Yeah! Then now's the time to order your custom set of quality boards from Mystic Cornhole Company, built right here in Jax. They even carry several lines of pro bags. Visit the shop today and score at Mystic Cornhole Company.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir!
Ooh. Little crackly.
Yeah! Friday! What's up, E?
What they do, Dano?
6:04 in the AM.
And it's Friday, baby.
It's Friday. We got to press through, E. We got a lot to do today.
How you feeling?
I feel good, man.
Man, you was here before me.
I feel real good. I got a good night's sleep. I watched a lot of golf yesterday.
Yeah?
Oh.
Apparently it's pretty good.
Boys were all angry at the pitch and putt that the pros were carving up the L.A. Country Club. They don't like that in the U.S. Open. They want to see him struggle in the U.S. Open.
They were tearing that thing up.
I saw one tweet. Rory hit one golf shot, 382 yards, and one golf shot, 0 yards and 0 feet. He whiffed on one. It was in the rough. And the rough is really, if you get in the rough, it's deep around the greens.
Oh, it's rough.
It is thick. And so he whiffed. He swung under it, and the ball didn't pop up and out.
Oh, the pros do that too?
It happens.
It's like airball in a free throw?
It is like airball in a free throw. He totally whiffed, and he ended up bogeying the last hole. He still shot 5 under. It was a terrific round. The big story is no one has ever shot a 62 at a U.S. Open, and 2 guys did it yesterday, which tells you it's too easy, which tells you that today they'll make the pin placements a lot tougher. They'll move the tees back. They'll do some they'll
do some tinkering.
Yes, it'll be a lot harder today. You better have scored if you didn't score yesterday. And those 2 8-unders, by the way, put those 2 dudes way, and then Dustin Johnson in the afternoon shot a 6 under. And Rory's at 5 under. All them boys are fine. Even 3 unders, they're fine. But if you shot like 2 over, 3 over, I think the farthest anyone's ever come back in a U.S. Open after one round is 9 shots. And that is hard to do. So somebody better get hot. Brooks Koepka did not have a good round of golf. And but he's the type of guy who, if anybody could do it, it would be him. But it was chock full of information. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it. I told you that when all this junk went down, I'd watch the majors, and this was a major, and I watched it. The other ones, whatever. We'll see what happens going forward. But yeah, so the commentator said, the live guys seem more free and easy now, more like they're a little, walking around eggshells when they first started coming back. Now they don't care or whatever. It is what it is. Everybody's getting rich. Let them all play. It's like the USGA announced there's even more money for this U.S. Open. More. Because, winning, $15 million, divvying that up's not enough for them boys. Make it 20. Make it 25. Make it 30. Just get them their money. They deserve it, don't they? They can hit that little white ball a long way. I tried to go out yesterday and play a round of golf with my son.
No.
We went out, and it was wide open. So we went out at like 1:30, right? Didn't have any TV duties last night. I had TV tonight. So we went out about 1:30. And the skies were darkening at the time. I said, we got to go fast. Let's at least try to get in 9 holes. I knew the rains were coming. We got in 5. And we played those 5 holes, I promise you, in under an hour. we were motoring around, but it wasn't to be. It was a last second thing. Hey, let's run out there. We'll see if we can play. We ran out there. We played it. It was what it was. But anyway, what are you up to?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, just getting all the live reads together, looking through the logs, listening to you talk about your five holes.
Those kind of things.
Multitasking.
We made. There's big news for the Jags.
Oh yeah.
We made the championship ring.
What do you mean?
We made the ring.
Talk to me.
It's not what we want, but we're on the ring. The Chiefs handed out their Super Bowl
we
rings.
Don't want that, man.
It's big, and every year the ring gets gaudier and gaudier, right? Your guy has a ring, right?
Oh, Cliff. Yeah.
Yeah. What does he do with his ring? Does he ever wear it?
No.
Is it is it on display?
No. It's in like his
Tucked
jewelry
away
box.
somewhere? Yeah.
Like whenever he goes to like football events or Legends events, he'll bring it if he remembers. But for the most part, it's tucked away.
So anyway, every year they unveil the rings, and the Chiefs had their ceremony, and then there's always a little video of the ring. And now the cool thing about the rings is, besides the fact that they're just encrusted with diamonds everywhere, right? And there's 54 diamonds to signify the 54th Super Bowl, or there's 38 diamonds because we scored 38 points. And they also put things in there, like on the Chiefs ring, it says Chiefs Kingdom, and it says, it has all three. They've won 3 Lombardis. So
They'll personalize them.
They personalize. Thank you. And so, but the new thing on the ring is the top part unscrews,
right?
And then there's something else inside it.
That's pretty new.
That's kind of a new thing, I think. Yeah, it's definitely new. And so, like, if you unscrew the Chiefs ring, it's a little, it's Arrowhead. It's a little thing of Arrowhead with more diamonds and such. But, because obviously that's a big theme. They play all their home playoff games at home. But somewhere on that ring is encrusted the 3 games that they won to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
And it says 27-20 Jacks. And it says, who'd they beat next? Cincy? Yeah, they beat Cincinnati. Yeah. And then I forget the score of that one. And then it says 38-35 PHI, Philly, for the Super Bowl. So we made the ring.
So, yeah, we made the ring.
We made the ring. Now we got to get a ring. That's the next step. The next step is getting the ring, right? I think Mark Lamping said in his interview on the Frangie Show that he was going to meet with Daytona today, if I'm not mistaken.
Friday.
Yeah, which is today, right?
That's correct.
So, yeah, so that should happen. I think the only way, again, no information here, just merely speculative. But I think the only way that Daytona gets in the mix is if they're willing to, like, what's their proposal? Like, in other words, the Jags can go to Gainesville or Orlando fairly easily.
Right.
Field is ready-made. You got to pay for infrastructure if you go to Daytona. Who's paying for it? And how do we, so that, it's yeah, we'll be glad to sit down and listen to anybody. If you have an idea, come on, go ahead.
Based off of the interview, what he said about Daytona, I don't think Daytona has a chance. They're just going to sit down and listen. They don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Right.
They're going to play it all out. But they really got to come with it if we end up in Daytona.
That's what I think. Like Daytona, maybe Daytona has to pay for if they want those games. In other words, Daytona will cover the costs of the transition to make it into a football type facility or something like that. I don't know, but and then Daytona would want to know, well, how do we get some money back out of that? Can we keep concessions? Do we keep parking? What do we get? But yeah, if you look at the I found this Chiefs unveiling, and yeah, the top part comes off, and then there's a little arrowhead, and there's little words all along it, and there's Lombardi trophies, and a lot of gold, a lot of silver, and Arrowhead Stadium is my favorite place on earth. And then there it is, 27-20 Jacks, 23-20 Sin, 38-35 PHI. Made the ring. Nothing you really want to be a part of, but nonetheless, we did make the ring. I'm going to tweet that, Jax. I'm multitasking.
That's right. That's what we do.
Made the ring. Tweet that out right now. Boom. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but we made the ring. So anyway, yeah. So I think that's supposed to. I think that's supposed to happen. All right, it's College World Series Day. It starts tonight. The Gators go at 7 against UVA. So coming in studio today around 8, we've got Tommy Boss, who pitched for Florida in a College World Series back in 2003. So he's got a good story. So we'll hear his, and he's also a high school baseball coach now, and so we'll get his take on the world of baseball. Love sports, big fan, big Jag fan. So we'll see what he has to say about the hardball game. The Mets were off last night, so we don't have to talk about them, which is good. It's painful. It's painful, 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 painful. Jags are off for the summer. Jeff Rose over in San Antonio today for a wedding. He'll be back on Tuesday. So me and E will hold down the fort. Like I said, we got some guys coming in today. We're going to talk about we're going to get you an update as well on the Tristan Bailey Golf Tournament. That's coming up around 7:30. So we got a couple of announcements about that, and we're going to do that as well. And then we'll obviously talk a lot about football and football.
The football?
There was not a good situation, I don't think, in football last night. And then I'm going to have to go to my soccer Googans here for some explanation. But seems like not everybody's real happy about who the U.S. is bringing back to coach, which is the same cat who they didn't like.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling also.
And then while we were waxing Mexico last night, it got a little chippy. Which again, soccer chippy. And full disclosure, didn't watch it, but I did see some pushing going on and some red cards going out. And it ain't like hockey where my guy's got a broken sternum and he's swinging at people. Okay, it's at least that's my impression. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Okay. So, but what is unacceptable are the fan chants that the refs stopped the game. Stop the game.
Because of what the fans were chanting?
The game was in Vegas, but again, I don't want to speak out of turn here. I'm just going to read what was said. But, yeah, they stopped the game. Brought out the usual anti-gay chant from and I always get this wrong, El Tri, the Mexican, that's the nickname for the Mexicans, El Tri.
Yeah, I don't know.
The usual anti-gay chant. And so the ref said, yeah, we're not gonna finish this. We're done. I mean, what are we doing, man? Hey, Mexican fans, you can't do that.
Can't do that, man.
Knock it off. So it's something to do with they do whenever the goalie does something. And again, I sound like an idiot talking about it, so I don't even know why I try. But I want to try because I want to know. I want people to know that I know the soccer went on last night, but I was watching the U.S. Open. Didn't know anything about the soccer. Don't know what it was. Might have been CONCACAF. Don't know. And honestly, I know Pulisic had a couple goals. He's playing well, so. But, I also know that that people don't really like this Berhalter guy that they're bringing back and blah, blah, blah. So it is what it is. That's my soccer talk. If you want to call in and explain it to me, though, you can feel free. I'll let you have the floor, soccer fan.
Give you a little bit to talk about the football.
But I'll talk about the other football and the excitement that is building up around here. And we also have a story on the 19 NFL players who want new contracts. And the reason why it matters around here is because in that list, you're waiting on a couple of these quarterbacks to get the deals, and you want to see what kind of money is going to be kicked around to some of those guys like Joe Burrow. Burrow and the Bengals aren't doing a whole lot of public posturing, but there have been talks going on. The Bengals director of player personnel, Duke Tobin, said that Burrow will be paid handsomely. He is a 2025 free agent. We're going into 2024. So that's when they do it. Justin Herbert is the other. We're waiting on Burrow and Herbert, and they'll set the bar for Trevor. As long as Trevor plays at that ilk, which we all expect him to do next season, this upcoming season.
Them boys about to get, as the kids would say, that bag.
Oh, yeah, it's a big bag. It's a big bag. The Chargers, who have been talking with Herbert for a while, would like to reach an agreement this offseason. Nobody knows how much progress they have made. We all know how we feel about him, said Brandon Staley. Justin Herbert's going to be our quarterback for a long time, and that we make sure we'll get a great deal done. Herbert has not shared a desired timeline, expresses faith in the organization. So there's no frustration yet. You know, Hurts and Lamar Hurts got his deal quick. Lamar took forever. Chargers are expected to award Herbert with the next best deal. Herbert did recently acknowledge, however, that if an agreement is not struck this offseason, playing a fourth year without a new deal would be something he would have to address and think about. That's playing a fourth season without a new deal. So that's where Trevor starts to come into play after this, which will be his third season. So, yeah, that'll be one of the fascinating stories going forward, but we don't have to worry about that right now. What we have to worry about is being the number one seed in the AFC. Trying to do that. That's what we need to try to do. But there are a lot, like some of these stars, and the guys who are the guys who are up, you know, or even 2024 free, Nick Bosa. You know, what are you going to do with him? San Francisco's going to have to pay him a bag, right? I mean, is he him and Aaron Donald, best defensive guys?
Yeah.
Right? Showed up to mandatory minicamp in June, expressed confidence he would get a deal done just before or right after training camp starts in late July. But it's going to obviously be a mega deal. Carolina's got to deal with Brian Burns. Cowboys are dealing with Trayvon Diggs. Packers are dealing with Rashawn Gary. T. Higgins in Cincinnati, who wants to get his bag now before Joe gets his bag, because once Joe gets his bag, there may be no bag
money
left. So those are some of the challenges. Chris Jones, Kansas City, such a good football player. Had an unbelievable year, 15.5 sacks from inside last year.
Man.
Woo-hoo! Jonathan Taylor wants to be the trendsetter for running backs.
Yeah.
Quinnen Williams of the Jets. They think he'll have a new deal by the start of the season. So, and then the following year, guys, just some of the early names are CeeDee Lamb, JJ, Justin Jefferson, Herbert, and Burrow. So, anyway, some NFL talk. A lot to do today. We got a busy Friday. We're going to lock it in here and have a good time. We got some prize packs to hand out later throughout the show.
We do.
We'll be rocking and rolling on this day. It is a Friday. It is, what's the date today? June 16th. We're already halfway through June.
That's correct.
In less than 2 months, the Jags have already played a preseason game.
It's almost here.
It's almost here. It'll be here before you know it. All right, this is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
1010XL puts the ball in play-by-play.
Kick on the way!
Impeccable today.
From way downtown. That ball's ripped.
For play-by-play, it's 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Father's Day is coming up, and what better way to show your dad you care than with a gift from Woodcraft? Whether he's a diehard football fan or a golf enthusiast, we have the tools and supplies to help him create something he'll love. From personalized signs to custom golf club holders, the possibilities are endless. Plus, our experts are always here to help you with any project. So don't drop the ball this Father's Day. Head over to Woodcraft today. Woodcraft, the home of champion dads.
Hey, Icken here for my friends at Shark Coatings. Oh, I love my floor. I love my garage now. I used to not. I used to just think it was a storage unit, a hellhole, quite frankly. Then I had the boy from Shark Coatings come out. I went to sharkfloorcoatings.com. I got the free estimate. They come out, they measure it up. They tell you how much it's going to be. They crunch the numbers. You pick your pattern. It's anything concrete, by the way, pools, driveways, patios, but I focused on my garage. Then they did the rest, man, and they bring it. Oh, you get a little 15-year warranty. It's so much better than epoxy. They get it done in one day. You got to see it to believe it, man. Do yourself a favor. Give yourself a gift this summer. Change that garage into a room with endless possibilities. Go to sharkfloorcoatings.com, sharkfloorcoatings.com. You can thank me later.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. Youth sports are getting back into full swing, so you know what that means. Custom Yetis so dads can keep their beer or sodas cold. Check them out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
This is Dr. Chris Swanson. When your sports injuries flare up, come where athletes are treated like pros. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
This is Verlin Dormany, head coach and athletic director of Trinity Christian Academy. We're proud of our relationship with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Take it from us at Trinity Christian. When you need orthopedic care, call on Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
In sports, the grind outside the lines is what ultimately defines our success. Get the Amateur's Edge, powered by B3 Better, to learn the hidden path of top pros, amateurs, and coaches. Saturday mornings at 11 on 1010XL.
When I say famous, what comes to mind? Celebrities? Athletes? What about your vehicle maintenance? Oh, okay, auto repair. Exactly. Now, when you need fast and reliable care for your ride, stop in to a Famous Automotive or Famous Quick Lube with 20 locations around town, providing honest automotive service at your convenience 7 days a week. They also offer fleet accounts for your business. Sign up anytime at Famous Automotive and Quick Lube, servicing every customer like they're famous.
Are you an electrician looking for better pay and benefits? Miller Electric Company has the industry-leading compensation package. Electricians are eligible for a signing bonus up to $1,000. Now, they're partnering with the Jaguars in their new performance facility, the Miller Electric Center. Miller Electric has opportunities for you to work on some of the most exciting projects right here in Jacksonville. Whether you're experienced or not, visit MillerCareers.com, an equal opportunity employer. That's MillerCareers.com.
Find your why in your next career move at the First Coast YMCA. Everyone can get involved and make a difference in your community at the Y. And if you'd like to turn your passion into a fulfilling career, the Y is an equal opportunity employer and is now hiring youth program leaders, lifeguards, swim instructors, and more. Plus, Y staff enjoy benefits including free YMCA membership and free childcare while you work. Find your passion, find your why in a career at fcymca.org.
Hey, gang, you know we love trivia. I got some trivia for you. Did you know that the only 2% of U.S. beef is graded prime? ABBQ is the only Northeast Florida barbecue restaurant that uses only prime brisket and slow smokes using only wood. The slow-cooked prime brisket cooked using only wood produces the most succulent, mouth-watering brisket you'll ever taste. So come and experience the prime brisket at ABBQ, where the taste is always unforgettable. Visit us today. Satisfy your cravings for the best barbecue in town at ABBQ. Come meet and drink with us.
Did you know that many cooling companies are now part of big conglomerates with no connection to Northeast Florida? In the past, they have concentrated on heating and air conditioning, but after a buyout, many add plumbing and electrical services. This raises their overhead, and those costs are passed on to the consumer. It's a case where bigger isn't better, it's just more expensive. Not Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Mike Merritt remains family-owned and operated. Merritt's focus has been the same for more than 30 years, keeping Northeast Florida comfortable no matter what the weather. And there are no overtime or weekend surcharges. Mike Merritt's team does not work on commission. They repair only what needs repair and offer replacements only on what can't be fixed. And unlike at giant corporations where you can feel like just another number, with Mike Merritt, you'll feel like number one. Florida license CACO 50384.
It's time to fire up the grill. Houston's Meat Specials of the Week. 10 pounds of fresh jumbo chicken wings, only $12.95. 2-pack pork spare ribs, only $1.99 a pound. And whole T-bone steaks at $5.95 a pound. Only at Houston's Meats, Main Street and 295.
The promotions are kicking off the summer heat in June, and we are paying out over $575,000 this month. Catch all the action from early bird high hands at Best Bet Orange Park to $500 Fridays and table share Super Tuesdays at Best Bet Jacksonville. And don't miss out on daily tournaments, including the inaugural Best Bet Summer Swing Series from June 1st to the 25th. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. That's bestbetjacks.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. Now, Captain Kevin Favors Fishing Report. Brought to you by Tire Outlet, wholesale prices, premium service on 1010XL.
Time to talk some fishing with the captain himself, man, the legend, the angler of the high seas, the Mac Daddy, Captain Kevin Favor. Morning, sir.
The Mac Daddy, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Yeah, sorry.
That's not bad. I think I was thinking about this the other day.
Okay.
I shoot my mouth off a lot. But I do it 3 hours a day, so. And I say things that and somewhere in there, and Jeff's off so many Fridays that we have spent some quality time together, you and I.
That's correct. Yes, we have. Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that somewhere, and this is, you can confirm or deny, somewhere in there, I think you and I know you and Jeff do golf bets.
Yep, we do.
But I think there was one where, I was shooting my mouth off about live golfers never winning.
You did.
And I think you said I'd be glad to take some of that. And I think the bottom line is I owe you something, lunch or something like that. Is that correct? As long as it's not a wheel spin, Captain, I'll pay whatever.
Look, I had I fished with Prosper last week, right?
Yeah.
When he was on vacay.
Correct.
And I told him I never want to be involved in the wheel bets.
No.
Okay.
No.
So you and I are going to go have lunch one day.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's on me, and that's fine. No wheel bets.
Yeah, your reasoning was.
Yeah, I was poor. It was.
Yeah, your reasoning was because they don't feel pressure anymore, and when they get into a major, they're going to just totally break under the pressure.
When I have lunch with you, I will bring you a T-shirt that says "I'm with stupid" with an arrow pointing towards me. Okay, and I will sit right next to you wherever the arrow points, like right towards me, because that one didn't really work.
Yeah,
and it didn't last long either. It didn't last very long. And now, by the way, and now Dustin Johnson will probably win this week. So.
Yeah, or Cam Smith. Yeah, exactly. I know.
What are you gonna do? Every now and then we say dumb stuff, and I tend to do it more.
At least that crap's over. Mm-hmm. So let them all play.
Yeah.
Make golf great again. Seriously. Because I had lost interest, Dan. I mean, I was like, I'm not going to watch the live.
Right.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's
right.
And if you just want to watch, Scotty Scheffler or John Rahm win every week, then you go watch the PGA Tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It got boring, and I fished most of the day yesterday, so I watched probably 8 or 9 holes of the Open yesterday.
I watched a lot of golf yesterday.
Yeah,
because that rain came in. Did you?
Yeah.
You were out in the rain or no? Did you get in before?
No. I got in before that. Oh my gosh.
I got in 5 holes of golf, and I with my son, and I was like, well, we can try, but it ain't gonna last long. We got in 5 in less than an hour, and I said, and it came, and it wasn't stopping.
No. As a matter of fact, I've already texted Charter this morning. And I'm like, it looks iffy, and people are like, we want to go. I'm like, okay, fine. You know, I mean, if that boat leaves the boat ramp, it gets paid.
Yeah. So how was the tournament last week?
The tournament was.
I saw the numbers were unbelievable.
It was literally about as good as it could get.
That's great.
I mean, the weather conditions was probably one of the prettiest days I have fished in years. It was blowing out of the northeast at like 7 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no heat whatsoever. It was like AC all day. The fish bit like crazy. They had 3 fish over 40 pounds. It went great. I mean, we caught 10 fish on the beach.
Jeez.
But our biggest fish like 22 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fun.
Paul
Dozier did a great job.
What is the reaction when, like, you guys are good at probably guesstimating the size of the weight of the fish, right?
Correct.
So
to a certain
right. So there's still that, but there's still that nervous, like, so you get a big fish and you wait in that line and you carry that fish up and you sort of know the number that you need to have. And like I saw one of those videos last week. I love those videos.
We got weights and fish.
No weights. So and they put that fish on the scale and that number pops up. And I love that's the emotional moment, right?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Okay, so I'm the boat guy.
Right. Oh, so you stay in the boat.
So I can't. Yeah, I don't know anything until my angler comes back.
Okay.
So it's going to be the reaction from my angler. But that's the fun part, right?
Right.
When you have a big fish and you know it, you're just praying that you don't break down. You know, I mean, there's so many things going through your head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're like, we got to go. You know, I mean, I've finished. I've never won one. I finished in the top 5 with nice fish over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. There's so many things going through your mind that have to go right, even after you catch the fish.
Right.
You know, I mean, so yeah, it's fun. You know, my wife, she's like, I can't believe that you still just enjoy this as much as you do.
Yeah.
And you know, it's about the only competitive thing I do anymore. I mean,
right.
I play golf every now and then, but most of that's in, you know, Captain's Choices or something.
Right. Captain,
you know, I mean,
have you ever had anything, like you said, everything has to go right? Did you ever have an incident where something went wrong that you remember? No?
No.
Okay,
no.
good.
The only heartbreak that I remember vividly is I was fishing with my wife and another good friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And we were putting the baits out, and the second bait that we put out, a giant fish, skied on the bait and skied towards us with our bait in its mouth.
Right.
And it was a 40 plus. I mean, it was a huge fish.
Mm-hmm.
And it ran off about 10 yards of line and spit the hooks. And you're devastated the rest of the day. You know you're not going to get that bite again.
Oh man!
So that was the only one. But no, I mean I've seen some crazy videos where guys have actually gaffed a fish and it comes off the gaff and the line breaks and it's a huge fish. I mean, so yeah, there's always something, you know.
Well,
always something.
What are we looking like? So you're going out today, but what?
Yeah, so the wind's blowing out of the southwest, and it's been blowing out of the southwest since Sunday, which it's two things. It makes the beach calm, but once you get outside of 2-3 miles, it's rough. So you have to make your day on the beach, and there's been some fish. I mean, it's nothing compared to Saturday, but there, you know, yesterday, you know, I had some kingfish, big jacks, big sharks. I mean, so you're catching a lot of fish, which is fun. As the charter captain, that's all you want to do anyway. But the bait's been really tough to catch. It's there. And just so everybody knows, out of St. Augustine, it's been to the south.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's always a tough way to start your day. But there's fish there. It's going to be fishable. But geez, watch this weather. I mean, I mean, they're called small craft exercise caution today.
Oh yeah.
Because it's But again, if you hug the beach, you're fine.
Right.
But don't think you're going offshore.
No,
it's going to be ugly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Cap, you got to set the scene for me because I told you I'm going to get out there at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're out there in those deep waters and you're catching the fish, you throw your reel out there and you let it sit. What do y'all do in between time? Because I'm going to want my brown water or something, man. So what do y'all do in between time out there?
It's total BS.
That's what I'm talking
Just
about.
BSing,
Yeah,
baby.
I mean that's
enjoying
what you
the
do.
day.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you do and you know what? It's the same thing with sitting in a deer stand, right?
Mm-hmm.
You sit up there for 4 hours by yourself, and people are like, "What the hell are you doing?" You do. You have to entertain yourself, but squirrels entertain me. But okay. But when you're on the ocean, just like you're seeing dolphins, you're seeing sea turtles, you're seeing a lot of stuff that you're not used to seeing. And you have to take all that in. Again, the greatest advice that I ever had from a charter captain. This is when I was first getting started. He said, "A great day of fishing is going out and coming back. Has nothing to do with catching fish."
That's the truth.
Yep.
That's the truth.
We're going to set that up, Cap, for real.
Okay, buddy. Well, you can.
He's easy to
anytime,
find.
bro.
He's easy to find.
That's right. Yeah.
Captain, we appreciate you, man. Have a great weekend.
Y'all have a great weekend.
All right, there he goes. He's a legend. He's Captain Kevin Favor. The mackerel daddy is what the mackerel daddy is what he is. And on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, I'm just going to read what they say. I reserve no judgment here.
Those 6 o'clockers, man.
I want the Prosser vacation package. Dude been off more the last month than I have in a year.
But they say the same thing where you're going.
What?
They say the same
What? They know I'm hard working. They know I double dip. I do TV and Ray, I'm the mogul. Come on. What? They say that about me? No, they don't, E. No, they don't. He's the mackerel daddy. Captain Kevin Favor. Also, where is the sexy heater smoking Friday? She doesn't come till about 7. 6 is way too.
6 is way too early. She just went to bed.
Yeah, she's catching a quick shut eye, dolling herself up and getting back here. Hopefully not wearing the same clothes she wore last night, which she often does, but still looks so darn good.
I would not mind.
Yeah, but she'll be back. But she doesn't come till, she doesn't come till 7. She's not a 6 o'clocker. Never has been.
You gonna wear that little thing I like.
Yeah, she does. Oof. Oh, Friday. Sweet Friday. That's the fishing report, and we appreciate the captain and all his wisdoms. And yeah, I knew I had it was sticking in my. I got to go get him lunch. I have to, because you know why? Because I'm with stupid, and stupid is me. This is the drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 1010XL. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
This update brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguar. Tampa Bay's Shane McClellan, the plus 275 favorite to win the American League Cy Young. He's 10-1 with a 2.18 ERA. And on the mound with the Rays visit San Diego today. Tampa Bay, the $1.15 road favorite. San Diego plus 105, 7.5 under the total. The Braves a $2.50 home favorite against the Rockies at Truist Park, 10 flat there. Florida Gators open up the College World Series at Omaha, $1.40 favorite against Virginia plus 110. 10.5 flat the total. Xander Schauffele, Ricky Fowler, 8 under 62, first round lead of the U.S. Open. Schauffele the favorite now at plus 320.
Sign up now for your free VSiN subscription at vsin.com/subscribe.
Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Duck Duck Air Conditioning, a division of Duck Duck Rooter, is looking for experienced and dependable HVAC services technicians to join our growing team. Duck Duck Air Conditioning is committed to delivering the highest level of service to our customers. Successful candidates will be hard-working, dependable, possess strong problem-solving skills with at least 2 years of HVAC experience. Ready to get to work? Please visit our website at duckduckac.com and click on the careers page. We look forward to hearing from you. That's duckduckac.com.
Duck Duck AC is an equal opportunity employer.
Did you know the 2023 Honda CR-V Hybrid never needs to be plugged in? The onboard system charges the batteries for you. When you think Honda, think hybrid. Good for the environment, great for your budget. Visit your local Honda dealer to experience the CR-V of the future today.
Hey, come to Bowden Eye Care for all your eye care needs. Hicken here. Did you know that diabetes is a leading cause of blindness and affects up to 34 million Americans? Don't take diabetes lightly. If you have diabetes, see your favorite Bowden Eye doc. Save your vision. Bowden Eye, dedicated to the protection and preservation of the treasured gift of sight. Bowden Eye & Associates. Visit today for your personal consultation. Bowden Eye. They keep the First Coast focused. Bowden Eye has a new location now open off County Road 210 in St. Johns County.
QC Kinetics provided amazing pain relief for a former professional baseball player, and you have access to the same life-changing treatments as retired Braves pitcher Jose Alvarez.
I put a lot of stress and strain and work on my right arm, but my right elbow took most of the damage with 3 surgeries.
Arthritis developed, and the pain was unbearable.
It wasn't just pain when I was trying to play sports. It was anytime I was moving the right elbow. It was pretty excruciating at times.
That's when Jose discovered QC Kinetics and the regenerative treatments that help the body heal itself, restoring damaged tissue and providing relief with no surgery or downtime. Jose's message to the medical professionals at QC Kinetics?
My elbow is feeling outstanding. Where were you 10 years ago, for crying out loud?
QC Kinetics is right here. Call for your complimentary consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522.
Denny Thompson here. Tyson Sound & Security is hiring salespeople right now. If you want to sell new tech security cameras or home automation, Tyson Sound & Security is looking for you. Tyson Sound & Security is hiring for sales positions, and they will train you to be successful. Apply online at TysonSoundAndSecurity.com or call 762-1000. That's 762-1000. Hiring for sales positions right now. Apply online at TysonSoundAndSecurity.com or call 762-1000. Equal opportunity employer.
Hunters know patience is part of the game.
Just got to keep hunting.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Favor, and Captain Kirk Waltz on the Nimnit Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter. Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
At Kubota, they want to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You've got work to do. They've got the reliable, durable, and versatile lineup to help you do it. Visit Coastal Equipment today for all your equipment needs.
Greater power for the great outdoors. Coastal Equipment.
Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road and in McClenny.
Follow the Gators as they chomp their way to the College World Series. Brought to you by Farrah & Farrah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. And Renewal by Andersen, the official window and door replacement partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Summertime is here, and it's time to cast those worries out. And Royal is here to help you do that with our Summer Termite Special, featuring Centricon. Starting at just $249. That's right, I said $249, and that's installed.
Visit RoyalPestServices.com.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here, and I want to know, are your drafty windows letting all that cool air right back outside? Will they protect your home from Florida's unpredictable weather? If not, then it's time for the peace of mind that comes only with Pella Windows and Doors. Pella offers durable wood, fiberglass, and vinyl products in various styles and designs to best complement your home. So visit the Pella of Jacksonville showroom on Phillips Highway next to Tesla, or find them at PellaJacks.com. That's Pella Windows and Doors at PellaJacks.com.
Warm weather means the beach, fishing, golf, and more. Make sure to drop into Daly's and grab a cold case to go. From Bud Light to their seltzer, from Mick Ultra to Modelo, or your favorite crafts like Old City or Sweetwater. Grab and go at your local Daly's.
Hey, this is Jason with Bueller Air Conditioning. Why do we love to go to that awesome grocery store where shopping is a pleasure? Why do we choose that amazing chicken sandwich where the service is fast and friendly and it's always their pleasure? You see, those brands are a promise. Here at Bueller Air, our team is committed to serving the customer and delivering that same kind of brand promise. Our mission is to be the most trusted brand with friendly and professional service every single time. Give us a call today or visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah. It's a little story about me and E.
Okay.
Doing our thing excellently.
Yeah. Okay, bars. OMW got bars. Just the two of us.
Talking so wild, so free. Yeah. You guys at home will go, wee.
Come on, man. Come on. You started off high.
Well, you know, I have some moments. I'm not Rabbit over here, okay? It is just the two of us today. Hanging out on a Friday, enjoying our time. E, I learned something. It's always good to learn. Never stop learning. I'm 60 years old. I learned today.
That's right.
Momentarily during the break, I wanted to share this with you and the listeners.
Mm-hmm.
You know the CVS store?
Yeah.
What does CVS stand for, E?
You know what? I don't know.
Nobody knows. Okay? Somebody let the cat out of the bag, and now we know what CVS stands for. I guess it's been around for like 6 decades. There's a viral clip on social media left many people confused. A TikToker revealed the actual name of the renowned drugstore CVS. I got this dry mouth spray from Consumer Value Stores.
Oh.
Consumer Value Stores, CVS. John, write that down. Use that one on trivia. See if anybody can get it. Consumer Value Stores. Who knew? The responses were, well, I worked at CVS. I had no idea it was actually an acronym. Calling out CVS, it's got to be some sort of a war crime. I know CVS is blushing at you calling its full name. And there's something else that I wanted to mention. Before I want to talk about the stadium for a second. Is there any celebrity athlete cooler? And when I use the word cool, it kind of takes me out of the equation. So that's why I ask you, E. You have a little bit more cool in you than I do.
Okay.
I mean, that's just a given. Is there anybody in sport cooler than Shaq?
In my head, I was going to say, whoever he says, Shaq is the answer to.
Shaq is.
Shaq is the coolest guy in the world.
He's the coolest guy.
Yeah.
And he did another cool thing yesterday. Yeah. Shaq was doing his music video. Now, he's not any good at music videos, right?
Horrible.
But he keeps, hey, it's just the two of us.
The big Aristotle.
I'm here to rap.
Shut up, Chuck.
But I love him.
Everybody
I don't care. So he's at Home Depot, and he's doing his music video.
Mm-hmm.
But he sees some folks of a family, and he goes, what are you buying? And they go, a washer and dryer. He goes, all right, I got that.
Go pick it up. I'll pay for it. Go pick it out. Hurry up. Let's take the picture.
He's the greatest, man. And this isn't like a one-time thing.
He does it all the time.
Now, the key is, and it doesn't give you the right to go up, hey, Shaq, I see you. Can I get a picture? Hey, can you pay for this?
Yeah, you're not going to get it.
Do that.
He's going to find you, and then he'll do it.
Just a random draw. But anyway, it's just an awesome thing.
He literally goes out. He looks for people to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, he's going to continue to be blessed because he's consistently blessing people.
Oh, he does. And he does it like he'll be in a restaurant and go, okay, I'm buying dinner for everybody in here.
He's bought engagement rings, cars, all kinds of stuff. Shaq is the GOAT.
All right, so I read this article, and I wanted to bring it up to you guys, and I think it's important as we go forward. And we're at this key point in Jacksonville history, really. I mean, with the stadium. And I want the whole big enchilada, man. Just one time, I want us to go all in and see what happens. And again, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I can't figure out how you're going to pay for it, et cetera, whatever. If you want to add a penny to my tax, fine. Whatever. I'll pay it. I'm Duval. I'm Duval guy. I'm in Duval. You cheapskates in St. Johns County, can't throw in $100 million. That's fine. We got this.
We'll see y'all at the game.
Yeah, y'all come to the game. Y'all come over to my house. I'll host you.
The stadium. It's my house.
All right, it's my house. I'll host you. I got my little section over there. Just leave me alone. You can come on in, drink my beer, dance with my women, cheer for my team that I paid for.
But you don't got to contribute.
But you don't contribute anything. Don't worry. Don't worry. You just sit there and state your opinions all the time, USJCers. When we Duval people, we got it. Don't worry about us, West Nassau, Palatka. We got you covered. Just come on over, though.
You too, Clay County?
Clay County, we're having a big party, man. Come on. I mean, don't worry. Surrounding counties. You just come in and then you leave and don't pay a thing. We got it all. Would you take your shoes off at least? Take the shoes. This is not why I brought this up. This is not what I intended to do. I just went off on a tangent. I'm sorry. Listen. And the numbers are huge. And you know what? Shout out Mark Lamping. I mean, by the way, he's doing, how many of these huddles is he doing? Like 15 of them?
A whole bunch of them.
I mean, he's doing one a day, and I think he's doing like 2 on Saturday and 1 on, he's just nonstop, like a machine.
And don't forget the radio hits that he's doing.
Yeah. So they're all right there. So listen, if you have any questions at all, go and ask him. He's right there for you. He's coming to your neighborhood. He's been everywhere. I wish you'd go to St. Johns County and ask them for some money, but that's, again.
He's on the west side today.
I got to stop doing that. Stop it, Dan. Stop it. I'm kidding because I care. So anyway, I think that's great, and I think that's very transparent, and he'll tell you what they think, and you can tell him what you think, and so far so good, and and obviously negotiations will get going after July 1st when the new mayor is sworn in, and then they'll work things out. And both sides understand what's at stake. But I mean, I've lived here since 1986, and this is, and Mark Lamping's right about many things. One thing he's definitely right about is you got a guy, Shad Khan, who's investing in the city, man. And not many do. And he's willing to give money back. And we are Buffalo in this respect. The Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Bills mean everything to Buffalo. They have the Sabres too, but don't kid yourself. The Bills mean everything to Buffalo and Western New York. In Buffalo, I think it's Erie County, I'm not positive. They take all the folks from Rochester and they entertain them like we do with you guys from St. Johns County. But anyway, the Bills and the Jaguars are going to be Jacksonville. They are Jacksonville, and they will continue as the years go by. I've been here for a long time, okay? Like I said, I came here in 1986 out of college.
It's a great year.
It's a great year. You were born.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I was here when we got the team in 1995, okay? And in 1995 and 1996, the Jags went on an unbelievable run. But you know what? Jacksonville was a college football town. It was. And I would go, I go out and speak. I go out and talk to the peeps. I know the Googans everywhere. They come up and talk to me. And in 1995 and 96, when my hair was much blacker, they would come to me and they would say, Dan, what do you think of the Gators going to do? Dan, what about those Seminoles? Dan, who's going to play quarterback for Florida? Dan, what is Spurrier thinking? Dan, how about Bowden? Dan, what about the Gators defense? Dan, do you think FSU can win? Dan, do you think the Gators will beat Georgia? Dan, how the Jags looking? It was like that.
In that order.
In that order. Trust me. Okay? Then the years started to accumulate. Okay? 97, 99. Jags were really good. 2000s, 2010s. Jags were really bad. But you know what came? You know what transformed? We became an NFL town. We love the Gators. We love the Noles. There's a bunch of you who still only go to Gator games, Noles games. That's fine. It's cool. But I'm just telling you, when the Jags are rolling, Jacksonville is an NFL town. When the Jags aren't rolling, Jacksonville we are an NFL town now. Now I go out and talk, and people say, Dan, how's Trevor? Dan, is that defense going to get more than 35 sacks? Dan, is Jeff really going to spin the wheel 3 times? Dan, why isn't Foye Oluokun such and such? Dan, is Tyson Campbell going to be a Pro Bowler? Dan, can we win the Super Bowl? Dan, when are we going to win the Super Bowl? Dan, the Gators aren't any good, are they? That's what it's in that order.
When the Gators had that national championship run,
Mm-hmm.
we were definitely already a NFL town, but we weren't that good then.
Right.
Was Jacksonville still the leading story when people would come to you, or would they ask about the Gators?
Yes. It's happened over time, but it's I think we're starting our 29th year of football this fall. And so we're a Jaguar town. We're Jacksonville Jaguars. That's who we are. And so and I'm not wrong about this. I'm just telling you my experience. I know I've seen it happen before my eyes. And so now here we are with this stadium at fingertips. And listen, we all know downtown Jacksonville. We've gone years. Again, I've been here since 86. Here's a guy who wants to spend money. Here's a guy who wants to give us a chance. Here's a guy. Listen, I was talking to the Ox Gator yesterday, and we were talking about a little bit about downtowns. And he travels a lot. And we go to Nashville for a weekend, okay? Me and my friends went to Nashville last year for a weekend and had a great time. I'm not saying Jacksonville has to become Nashville, but the Nashville downtown should be Jacksonville downtown. Indianapolis has an unbelievable downtown. You want to know one of the reasons why they have an unbelievable downtown? Because of Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning came there and transformed that city. That's what Trevor Lawrence is going to do for us and is doing for us, and now we have a chance to take advantage of it, so we can't mess it up, okay? And I understand all the financial challenges. I do. I get it. I understand, some people don't even care about football. But trust me on this, man. I mean, my family is from Buffalo, okay? My parents, God rest their souls, went to Buffalo Bills games in the 60s, sort of like when they were just starting out and they were in the AFL at an old War Memorial Stadium, where they filmed The Natural, just a rickety old bandbox, and Jack Kemp was a quarterback, and Cookie Gilchrist was a running back, and then Arenthal James came to town and sort of transformed the Buffalo Bills pre him losing his marbles and killing people. Different story. And the Bills got good, and then they went bad, and then they got good again. They went to 4 Super Bowls. Buffalo people, you know this. Sports fans know this. The Bills Mafia is huge, and that's what we're building here. You know, go down to the Jags, the slab where those boys. You've been there.
Oh man,
right? I mean, you saw it in December last year, in January.
They love their team.
They love their team, man, and we all do, and it brings us together. And if you don't love it, that's okay, but understand what it does. And by the way, welcome all.
It's true.
All kinds of people, all different slices and sizes, and all are welcome to Jacksonville Jaguar games.
They were all breaking bread together.
Yes.
Everybody's happy.
Yes.
Cool, high five.
Doesn't matter.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. And so, with all that said, here it is on the cusp. So the reason I bring up Buffalo is because I was reading this article about how their stadium deal came together. Now, look, again, I get it. They're getting an extra $500 million from the state that we don't get. But we know that. We know that. So we have to adjust to that. And that's part of what we do. And so we will. But they're breaking ground. They brought their stadium together. Their governor got involved because of the state money. But you know what? It all doesn't matter because they're getting their state. And so many people want, well, does it pay for itself? Well, what's the economic impact? Well, what about the parks? Okay, those are all challenges, you know, and what if we put all that money into parks, libraries, and museums? Well, that'd be great, but we have some wonderful parks, libraries, and museums here, you know? We do.
We don't have a good stadium.
We have a terrible stadium that has to, and they waited as long as they could. It's not their fault. They actually probably, now the cost kept going up, but they probably did us a favor by waiting. And listen, now's the time. There's no tomorrow on this. If we don't do it, they leave.
This is our time. The city's on fire. The Jaguars are ascending. We have a new mayor, and let's not let this opportunity pass us by.
Correct. I agree. I concur, Mark Lamping. That's very well said. You're a smarter man than me. But I just feel like, so many of us, love the city. We love the city, man. We built the city on rock and roll. We love the city, and we want it to do well. And the city is, downtown Jacksonville has a chance here, man. And if you do this stadium in the surrounding area and things in the Four Seasons Hotel and all these things start popping up, man, oh, man. It's opportunity, dude. It secures the future of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And you know what else the great thing is? That's a big bleep you to guys like Mike Florio and all these jackholes who sat here, and Jason La Canfora, and all these A-clowns who have sat here and poo-pooed us as an NFL city for years, and all the jackasses who came to when we hosted a Super Bowl and complained about this and complained about that. The hell with all of them, And we, our city, we are in that stadium. And now, by the way, with the canopy, they won't see us when we're flashing our middle fingers at the blimp, because that's what I always want to do to the NFL and the rest of the national media when they poo-poo our city. But listen, man, this is our city. My 3 children were all born in this city. 2 still live in this city. They love the Jaguars. It's a cool thing. If you're born in an NFL town, it's a great thing, man. That's your team. And we have more and more of those fans now. In 1986 and 87 and 88 and 89, when I first came to Jacksonville and we didn't have the Jacksonville Jaguars, they were Washington fans and Dolphin fans and Atlanta fans and New Orleans fans and all kind. It was like going to a London game, Yeah. And we'd have a preseason game here, and people would show up in all different kinds of jerseys. And it was cool just to have the NFL in town. Think about that. If that left, what would we have? Again, I know life would go on. I get it, blah, blah, blah. And I also always say all this with the understanding that I work for a sports radio station, and I'm a sportscaster. I love sports. Love them, okay? It's my passion. It's been my whole life. Been blessed to do it for a long time. So I get that. You know, there's a lot of you who don't care, but it's bigger than just sports. It's our city, and it's a chance for our city to take a step out of the past and into the future, man.
It's time for Jacksonville to take that next step.
Yes, and it's going to cost us some money. That's the price of doing business with $1 billion. And a lot of times things are unfair, man. But you know what? And
spend money to make money.
Yeah, but I and listen. And Lamping said this. You know, he didn't say no plans for personal seat licenses. A lot of these teams do that stuff. You know, I mean, and ticket prices will go up and it'll get expensive. But I mean, you want to talk about a game day experience. You get that new stadium. And we'll figure out all the other stuff. We'll figure out, it'll be, you know what, we'll figure out where we're going to play and 2 years of this or 4 years of that and how it's going to be. But we'll get it done.
You get a new stadium, and the people will come to the games and won't even care about the game.
Right.
But there'll be so much other things to focus on.
Yeah.
Where you won't even have to you don't have to watch the game if you don't want.
Yeah. So anyway, just some food for thought. Now I want to talk more about the Buffalo deal. I kind of got off on a tangent, but we're way over. We'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill on a Friday. We got a lot of stuff coming up today. We're going to talk Gators specifically in the 8 o'clock hour with Tommy Boss, who pitched for Florida in the College World Series. What an arena that must have been. Whew, I can't wait to talk to him about that and more right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. She's not afraid to chop it up with the guys.
All right, I can be tough. Okay, I've got to be. I can also be tender.
Mia O'Brien is on XL Primetime.
I envy this woman.
Weekdays noon to 3
Thank you for being so honest.
on 1010XL.
At Hodges Mazda, we have a Mazda with your name on it, just in time for summer. Inventory is back, and so is 0% financing. Lauren Brooks here. Purchase a new 2023 Mazda CX-9 and enjoy 0% APR for 36 months. You heard right, 0% financing on a new Mazda CX-9 with third-row seating. And at Hodges Mazda, all vehicle purchases come with 2 years free maintenance. That's peace of mind. Don't purchase until you shop with Hodges Mazda. Stop by today or online at HodgesMazda.com. See dealer for details. Terms and fees for qualified customers through Mazda Financial Services. 36-month APR expires July 5th, 2023.
Tired of the same old places for happy hour? Downtown's best is at Bellwether. It's Tuesday through Saturday from 4 to 7, with the exception on Friday when happy hour starts at 11 because why not? For all you late-nighters, Bellwether offers nightcap specials on Friday and Saturday from 9 to 11. Want a snack with your cocktail? Bellwether has a unique bar food spread. And guess what? All metered parking is free after 6 and weekends. That's Bellwether downtown.
I'm Dr. Rappaport with the Aesthetic Center off JTB and Southside. Does your dad's back hair rival that of a starting lineup? Does his face show more lines than a football field? Well, I've got you covered this Father's Day. Give your dad the gift of confidence with our Botox and laser hair removal services. You can even make him an appointment online at jacksaestheticcenter.com or call me at 808-2455. 808-2455. Give your dad the winning treatment he deserves.
There's a new butcher in town. We're talking a vacuum marinating, sausage grinding, take and bake siding, value pricing, full service butcher. And our name is Southern Steer.
Now open in Ortega. For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, you have told us about the importance of cutting a diamond properly and about color and weight. But how do you judge the clarity of a diamond?
Frank, that's a good question that has a very specific answer. Diamonds are graded at 10-power magnification using a binocular microscope. But when you're shopping for diamonds, a lot of times a sales clerk will just hand you a magnifying glass called a jeweler's loupe and have you look into the diamond. While an expert knows how to do this, it's kind of tough on a novice because they don't know how to create the same dark field illumination that a binocular microscope gives. As a result, the customer may or may not be able to see anything. That's why at Underwoods we set the clarity grade of a diamond with a binocular microscope. We have these instruments in every store and invite our customers to examine the diamond underneath them. We can show you the microscopic inclusions that affect the rarity and value of a diamond. So if you're shopping for fine quality diamonds and want the facts, Come see us at Underwood's.
That's Underwood Jewelers in San Marco, in Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Malfunctions in your electrical panel can lead to hazards like fire or power outages, leaving your home at risk. So leave it to the pros and Mr. Sparky.
888-8-SPARKY.
Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
It's time to tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shops for the hottest gifts for dads and grads. Featuring the Ping G430 drivers. The G430 drivers combine the ultimate combination of distance and forgiveness. And from Bushnell, the new Tour V6 Series laser rangefinders provide you the most accurate distances in golf. And for the hard to shop for dad or grad, purchase a gift card for any amount. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee, and shop us online at edwinwattsgolfshops.com.
Quitting nicotine isn't easy, which is why Tobacco Free Florida offers free tools and services like free 2-week starter kits of Quit Aids. We're also trying out music to help motivate smokers to quit.
Not another cigarette would be late. Now there's someone living tobacco free. It's you.
Wow. Okay. Maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing spring specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit beechurstplumbing.com. BETROS plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Active and pain-free. That's the ticket. Dr. George Barry here, and I know that's the goal of every patient I see. They want the best possible care so they can go back to enjoying life. That could be pick up basketball, golf, tennis, running, or just working out. It all requires you to be as healthy as you can be. If joint pain is taking its toll on your active lifestyle, come see me at Barry Orthopedics. We have locations all over Jacksonville and can diagnose and treat even the most severe joint pain. A homegrown Jacksonville practice. Find out more at BarryOrthopedics.com.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by General RV Centers. I'm E.T. The number 2 ranked Florida Gators are in action this evening against the 7th ranked Virginia in the College World Series. Florida and Virginia last met in 2015 for a 3-game series in Omaha, with the Cavaliers winning 2 of the 3 games, despite Florida outscoring Virginia 15-11. First pitch is at 7 p.m. And Thursday's scheduled contest between the Jumbo Shrimp and the Memphis Redbirds has been postponed due to inclement weather. The game will be made up as part of a doubleheader today, beginning at 5:05 p.m. Both contests will be 7 innings in length. And the Jaguars community huddle continues today. It will be held at Extreme Wings on Roosevelt Boulevard from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Currently it's 7:15 and it's 73 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody.
You know it! Sweet Friday! Come on, Eve!
Oh, you know I'm coming.
She's here!
Oh, yeah!
I need a little emotion, please!
Hey, baby! Hey! Ho!
Hey ho! Oh, that's not nice.
Ooh.
Friday!
And she got that thing on?
No, Friday, put out the smokes.
She got that thing on.
Is that a vape thing? What is that? Is that a vape stick? What do the kids call that?
I don't know what they call what she got.
All right.
It looks like that thing that the lineman had on draft day.
Oh,
the mask.
It's Sweet Friday. There you go, Googans. You know you wanted it. Now you got it. I'm looking at on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Obviously, we were talking about the stadium, and it's going to dominate a lot of our talk over this summer. I can see it now. We're going to get a beautiful new stadium, be chosen to host a Super Bowl. The blimp will be high above Jacksonville on national television. You'll hear the announcer say, and here is the Duval County Jail in beautiful downtown Jacksonville. I've been in Jacksonville since 1960. I've had the unique pleasure of spending the night at the Duval County Jail. This is not me. This is me reading from the Googans, by the way. I've not spent the night at the Duval County Jail yet. Following a bad decision that I made, when I looked out the tiny window, I had a beautiful view of the St. Johns River. Then I was giving my green bologna for lunch. Something is definitely wrong here. Boys don't like the jail where it's located. Okay, I got you. But also, most of the people, and obviously, there's a couple of guys say, Dan, you're preaching to the choir here, and I get that. But you never know who I might reach on the radio airwaves. I just want everybody to be in cahoots, in conjunction. We all understand that this is something that we have to get done. And anyway, I was talking about the Buffalo deal, and I'll just finish up with that, and we'll move on to other stuff. We got a bunch of other things to do today. And how that deal came about. Let me get back to it here. And obviously, that's a huge deal for them. But my biggest point was that Buffalo and Jacksonville are very similar in a lot of ways. And as Buffalo fans have grown through the years, and Bills Mafia and all that they do, and their tailgate type situations. And look, why did they need a new stadium? Us and Buffalo had the two oldest stadiums, right? Buffalo had been at Rich Stadium, which was called Highmark, I think, since 1973. All right. They went back to 2011. They were looking at getting a new stadium. So they had sort of reached the same point that we had reached. And so they finally started to come out and decide that they were going to have to do their new stadium. And so ultimately they're a little bit ahead of us, and the Pagulas bought their team, and the Pagulas are very involved in Buffalo. They're the Bills' Shad Khan, right? The Pagulas do a lot in the Buffalo area. I think they own a lot of the downtown. And their new stadium is going to be terrific as well, if you look at the, quote, renderings. So it's full steam ahead for the Buffalo Bills. And it should be. It should be. And I think that'll be a good thing going forward. Hey, I watched a lot of U.S. Open yesterday. No one has ever shot a 62 at the U.S. Open. And so the LA Country Club was getting a lot of grief. But I kind of enjoyed it, to be honest with you. And the problem is the fairways are so wide. So these guys hit the fairways. They're not going into the rough. If you go into the rough, you're probably going to get a bogey. But they're not going into the rough because they know where to hit it for the wideness of the fairways. And then we had like 15, they had 2 hole-in-ones yesterday because it's 124 yards. There's going to be a time, I think this week, where it's 80 yards. But I promise you today they will dice it up. They'll move the pin placements. They will back the tees up even further. There's some long – these guys are all so long now. And if you look at the past U.S. Open champions, they're almost all bombers. So if you just check those guys out, you'll see like DeChambeau, Dustin Johnson, guys who hit it a ton. And they're long, difficult courses, and it's a grind. John Rahm, Gary Woodland, Brooks. I tell you what's funny, though. Not funny, but it did strike me. Koepka, Rory, and Hideki-san were all playing together, okay? And Brooks comes off, until you see him in person, he looks bigger than he is, but he's still a big guy. I mean, he's a 6'1", 6'2" guy. He's thick, muscular, right? And so Brooks, gets up on that tee and smokes the golf ball. And then the diminutive Irishman, the wee Irishman, Rory gets up there and blows it 40 yards past him. I mean, Rory McIlroy absolutely obliterate a golf ball. And if he putts okay, he's got a chance. I'd like that guy to win one. He hasn't won one it's 9 years.
Yeah, you root for Rory.
Yeah, I like
That's
Rory.
What I got.
Is that who you got?
Yeah, I got.
Who do I have?
I got Rory and Scheffler.
Can you check, by the way? I'd like to know who I should be rooting for.
I got you, Rory. That's the one.
I just pulled for Rory here. That was kind of. I really hope I have somebody in the top 5. I really do, and I don't think I do. You have Rory?
I do. I have Rory and Scheffler. Dano, you have Rahm and Hovland.
They're both like 1 under.
Yes.
Who do the other boys have?
Jeff has Brooks Koepka and Cam Smith. Smart ass. I got McIlroy and Scheffler, and the tour has Schauffele and Spieth.
Oh, my God. The tour has Schauffele.
I know, right?
I mean, the tour's going to get another dub. Oh, my gosh. Schauffele ain't going to win. Schauffele's going to look up. It may not be today, and it may not be Saturday. But I promise you, come Sunday,
he'll be at the top.
He'll look up at that leaderboard and see his name and freeze up, as only the X-Man can. Him and Patty Cantlay. So, we'll see. But, yeah, it should be a great weekend. It's Father's Day weekend, the forgotten holiday again.
I was going to mention that, Dan. I'm kind of disappointed in you. As a proponent and a big advocate of bringing up the forgotten holiday.
Yes.
In the 6 o'clock hour, you didn't mention it not one time.
That's fair.
It's now 7:23.
I'm sorry, but I know that everybody, when I have the airwaves solo, I know they just sit and listen.
Okay.
It's like a fireside chat.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I know that they haven't even moved. They have the big radio in their house.
Kumbaya.
And they're all sitting around. So this is the time that I want to say.
Very well.
I told you what I did this week with my children, right? You know me, I'm a big gift proponent.
Uh-huh.
But I backed off.
Yeah.
I backed off. My birthday was in May.
And
and
y'all got to do it big.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bro.
They came through.
They came through.
That's what's up.
And they've been coming through for the last couple years, especially the two older ones. Younger one, I don't care because it's still my money.
Yeah.
He can say what he wants, and no, it's my money, okay? So I don't care. Don't go get me, Oh, by the way, shout out as well, the Natty Champion T-shirts came in last night.
Oh, yeah?
And I did get JP one.
Yeah.
I've got the Gator one.
Uh-huh.
I got my buddy CT one.
Yep.
And so, and the Clay County Gator, by the way, off the record, sent me one, which was a very nice gesture, which was a different one. So I'm excited. So we have that. We already have the track and field one because the Gator got. We do T-shirts now. It's like it's a wonderful thing.
Y'all rolling.
And if we get Omaha, watch out.
Omaha,
Hats and T-shirts. Hats and T-shirts.
Hat game too?
Yeah, I'll get you a hat.
Bet that up.
Mark this down. Will you wear it?
Marking. Yeah.
Gators national champion. You got to wear a big gator on your head.
Yeah, that don't bother me.
That doesn't bother you?
No.
All right, then you're getting one. If the Gators win a natty, I will buy you a hat.
Bet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go,
sir.
Gators.
Yeah. That starts tonight. So, yeah, but what was I just talking about?
Father's Day.
Father's Day. So the forgotten holiday. So this year I told the three of them, because you guys did so well for my birthday, all I really want to do is spend time with you guys. So I know that now the daughter is not coming up this weekend, which is unfortunate.
Or she might be surprising you. You never know.
Well, that's true. She did surprise me for my birthday, though. We did a birthday weekend just a few weeks ago, and she's in Tampa. But the two boys will be over on Sunday. So we'll get to watch a little golf and hang out.
And that's all you wanted?
That's all I want. My treat. BWR will cook us up some wonderful food. We'll all break bread together. It'll be a good time.
Memories.
That's all I need. I don't need gifts. I've come off as sort of, what's the word? Not selfish, but, I keep wanting all these gifts and people look, like.
Greedy.
Yeah, greedy.
Selfish.
Yeah.
That's the word.
I've come off that way a little bit, so I'm backing off for now. But come Christmas, I'll be back.
Run it.
Yeah. I mean, understand, my children are not children.
Right.
My daughter's 30.
They're grown.
Juju's 28. And they're making bank. They're fine.
They're doing all right in life.
They're doing good. Proud of them. Really proud. Go on and on, but I won't. So I have no problem. And I feel like, quite frankly, that I played a bit of a role in their success.
Absolutely. So I got to eat off of that. Got to eat off of that.
I feel like it's a big part of their success is because of me.
Absolutely.
So why not?
Say that in clip all the time. I played a big part of his success. So
Correct.
I got to eat off of that.
Yeah, that's fair.
When little Gritty grows up and he becomes the person, I got to eat off of that, son.
Yeah, you got to stay on Gritty. You got to and get them while they're young. Make them understand when you're making the bank, you got to take care of your parents. That's how it works.
True.
All right, we'll do this. We'll take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about a golf tournament that's coming up this fall that'll be near and dear to all of our hearts, and it's going to be a huge deal, and we'll have a lot of fun. So we're going to do that. When we come back, we're going to talk to Tommy Boss in the 8 o'clock hour. So a lot coming up here on a Friday edition, Sweet Friday of The Drill.
Now, Downtime with Dan, brought to you by Ameris Bank. Whether you need help with business, personal, or mortgage banking, we're with you. Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
So would you take Schauffele and Fowler or the field? After they both fire 62s yesterday. That answer's easy. You take the field. Xander Schauffele and Ricky Fowler are great stories. And, man, a lot of people would love to see Ricky Fowler. By the way, shout out to the Cat. He said he'd love to see Ricky Fowler do well, put that good juju on Ricky. Ricky went out and shot a 62. Man, if he could continue that would be awesome. That would be awesome for the U.S. Open. I don't know that he can. Maybe he can. But if I were a betting man, I'd still take the field. I'd still take all those guys. I'd still take Rory and DJ and those other guys who are 3 under and who can come back and win. You know, there are a lot of stars lurking after only round 1.
You love free. And at Ameris Bank, so do we. That's why we're proud to offer worry-free, hassle-free Ameris Bank free checking. Manage your money your way with convenient access to digital, mobile, and telephone banking, all with no monthly service fee or minimum balance requirements. At Ameris Bank, we're with you. For more information or to open an account, visit our local bankers in person or online at amerisbank.com/free checking. Other fees such as overdraft fees may apply. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, this is Jason with Bueller Air Conditioning. Why do we love to go to that awesome grocery store where shopping is a pleasure? Why do we choose that amazing chicken sandwich where the service is fast and friendly and it's always their pleasure? You see, those brands are a promise. Here at Bueller Air, our team is committed to serving the customer and delivering that same kind of brand promise. Our mission is to be the most trusted brand with friendly and professional service every single time. Give us a call today or visit BuellerAir.com.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
A Tuesday night tradition in Duval.
Helmets and heels.
American women are seldom so straightforward.
With Lauren, Taylor, and Mia.
We won't answer to anyone.
Driven by Tire Outlet.
And presented by Underwood Jewelers.
Tuesday nights at 6.
On 1010XL.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
This is David Garrard, and after the doctors fixed my knees, I followed their recovery plan, and I'm as mobile as I was when I played in the NFL.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros. Thanks to all of you who have allowed us to be part of your recovery. Call us at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists if you ever have a need.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is Lisa the Botanista, and everyone should be able to tell the difference between a fairy tale, a Bible story, and a boating story. You know it's a fairy tale when you hear, once upon a time. You know it's a Bible story when it begins, and so it came to pass. And you know it's a boating story when it opens, you're not gonna believe this, but... Unexpected twists and turns are often a part of the charm of fairy tales, but unforeseen events are far less amusing when it comes to recreational boating. Does your boating history include too many surprise endings? Have you grown weary of unexpected mechanical breakdowns, unforeseen expenses, and precious time lost on the dock when you should be out on the water? Perhaps it's time for you to take the drama out of your boating experience and join the Freedom Boat Club, the affordable, hassle-free alternative to boat ownership. Come visit us today or visit our website to learn more about the Freedom Boat Club. It might just help you live happily ever after.
Open early and open late. Daly's is always there, making things easy for you to cruise in and cruise out. So hit Daly's cold case the next time you're craving a cold one. Bud Light by the case, plus plenty of singles to choose from. Corona, to the king of beers, to Stella or a Natty. They're all cold at Daly's.
When your vehicle needs an oil change, but you really haven't got the time, visit the newest Famous Quick Lube location in Jacks Beach near Penman. It's the same fast, affordable service at your convenience. That's Famous Quick Lube.
Hey, Gage Prosser here. You know I love trivia, so let me start you with a trivia question. Did you know that only 2% of U.S. beef is graded prime? ABBQ is the only Northeast barbecue restaurant that uses only prime brisket and slow smokes using only wood. Our slow-cooked prime brisket, cooked using only wood, produces the most succulent and mouth-watering brisket you could ever taste. Come and experience the prime brisket at ABBQ. Visit it today. Satisfy your cravings for the best barbecue in town. ABBQ. Meet and drink with us.
Follow the Gators as they chomp their way to the College World Series. Brought to you by Farrah & Farrah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. And Renewal by Anderson, the official window and door replacement partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. 1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back to the program. Talking a lot of different sports today. We're going to talk a little golf with our buddy Matt Hinson. Matt, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you? Good to be here again.
Great. It's great to have you here. You are planning a big-time, fun golf event in November. So we've got some time, but the reason we got you in is because there's a chance for those who want to get involved quickly if you want to sign up now and save some ducats.
Yeah,
Right?
we've got early registration is all the way up until the end of this month. But honestly, we're almost full. We've only got about 22 spots. We went live with it on Wednesday for early registration. In a really short period of time, it filled.
Right.
And so we've got some spots left, and these are early registrations, so some people may drop. So we're going to keep a wait list in case folks can't get in and they can pop back in later on. A lot of fun things going on with it.
Let's tell folks what it's for. First and foremost, it's November 6th. It's St. John's Golf. Tristan Bailey Foundation.
Right.
You all know who Tristan is. If you don't, brutally murdered, and her family has started a foundation in her name, and it tell folks what that's going to do, how they're going to help and give back.
Sure. There's 4 prongs to the foundation. The first prong of that is going to be scholarship for deserving local students. The second prong is going to be educating folks on the dangers of social media, which I know we talked about last time, and
Amen
so
to
important.
that.
So
Yes.
important. The third prong is going to be focusing on victim advocacy and assisting others who have gone through this and how to plan for dealing not just with the court process but the media process, as well as some legislative initiatives we talked about last time. And then the next and kind of final prong there is going to be working with self-defense classes, partnership with Jacksonville or the St. Johns County Sheriff's Department. But it is officially,
yes,
the Sterling Roofers, Tristan Bailey, first annual Memorial Golf Tournament. Sterling Roofers stepped up to the plate this week.
Wow.
They are our title sponsor.
Congratulations.
They are supporting the cause, supporting the family, and we can't be any more proud to have them involved.
And this is a neat event because, as Tristan would want, as the Bailey family would want, it's a family event, right? I mean, so you can come and golf and fine, but you can also bring your kids. You guys are lining up all kinds of things.
Somebody the other day told me I was creating a circus. And, and I said, well, gosh, if I'm doing a circus, I might as well see if we can get some animals. So we're working on getting animals now. I'm not kidding. We're working on getting animals for the kids. But yeah, it's going to be a golf tournament, but it's also going to be a family event. The golf tournament's going to be in the morning. It's going to be a shotgun start at 8:30. After the tournament's over, we're going to have a nice banquet. we're going to have, as you know, pole vaulting.
Yes.
And we've got some big names that are lined up for sure to come. We've got Garrett Scantling. Everybody knows Garrett Scantling.
Everybody knows Garrett.
Fourth in the
Good dude.
decathlon at the Olympics.
Yep.
He will be there. Whether he can vault or not is going to depend on probably some injury issues.
Uh-huh.
But we also have Kyle Martin, who was 6th at the U.S. Indoors in the decathlon. Josh Mulder, 5th at the U.S. Indoors in the decathlon. And Devon Williams, 2-time USA decathlete at the World Championships, all going to be there to support the cause and do some exhibition vaulting, have fun with the kids. While they're doing that, we'll have a cornhole tournament.
Why not?
And maybe some face painting.
Why not?
And maybe some animals.
Why not?
Some bounce houses maybe.
Yeah.
You know, and you're working with the course right now. St. John's Golf and Country Club has been amazing for us.
Good.
And we're working with them to see if we can also do kind of a family-friendly 9-hole golf experience for kids in the afternoon.
Okay.
Where you can sign your family up. You know, the sun sets a little bit earlier in November, but it's cool weather. It's great weather.
Yes.
And really make what Tristan would want, which is families to be together, spending time together.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're trying to make this into, not just a golf tournament, but a family event.
All right, so you're hearing about this now on the radio. You want to help. You want to be a part of it. It's a great deal. What do we do? How do I sign up?
Well, the easiest way to sign up is to go to www.tbstrong.org.
Okay.
tbstrong.org. You can click on the pre-registration tab, get your info in there. Once we get to the place where we're full, we're going to go on a wait list. I'm sure some wait list spots will be able to be filled at some point. But that's where you can go to sign up. You know, some other things that have been happening. This is a big step. The World Golf Hall of Fame and the PGA have stepped up.
Okay.
And they have donated a custom motorcycle that has been on display. It was owned by a member of the Hall of Fame.
Jeez.
Been on display at the Hall of Fame. They've just donated it. They've given it to us as part of the cause to either raffle or auction or sell to someone who wants to display it.
Wow.
And that's great to them. And then Fields Cadillac in St. Augustine is going to be the host for our par 3 challenges, for all of our hole-in-one challenges.
Wonderful.
They're going to give up, if somebody hits a hole-in-one, they've got a 3-year lease on a car, some golf trips, some golf clubs. They're doing really stepping up and doing a good job too.
It's a huge task, but it's so important, and I went to tbstrong.org, and it's simple. Pre-registration open, click on it, sign up if you're off and going. And just beautiful pictures.
Just make
by the way,
sure
of
you
the
let
family
us
on
know. Just make sure you let us know how many golfers you have.
Yes.
When you fill that out.
Right. If you want a foursome or a twosome
or a single.
Just a single. All are welcome. And I knew it would sell right out because, you know, Jacksonville always takes care of Jacksonville, and this is a great event. And
the Googans stepped up. Man.
Yeah, the Googans
stepped up. Quick.
How's the Bailey family?
They're doing well.
They're doing
okay. as well as you can expect.
Yeah.
You know, this is something they're really looking forward to because they're going to continue to keep her memory alive and her legacy alive, and so they're doing well. They actually wish they could be here, but they're doing some kind of summer planning for lacrosse season.
Oh
in the
yeah.
summer,
so
so they're doing that, but we can't move away from this until I get an answer out of you.
I'm ready.
Okay. I think the Googans, and if I have to put a Twitter poll up on my law firm's profile, I'm going to. I think the Googans want to see you pole vault.
They want to see me pole
They
vault.
want to see you pole vault. And
they're not the only ones that want to see him pole vault.
You do too?
Yeah, I would love to see
I think that should be a poll of the day. I think that should be a poll of the day.
You know what would bother me most about that? Is that you would be there videoing it too.
And that would bother no one else but
you would be
Dan.
taking that, and I can hear. By the way, all right, so here I am with this pole that probably is too heavy for me. That's the first part, right?
You look like a strong man. You can hold it. You can hold it.
So then I've got this pole, right, Matt? And here I am, and I'm probably struggling a little bit. It's probably like going up and down
Wobbling.
as I start running. And I use the term loosely, running.
Yes.
And then, do you hear that? Do you hear that laughter? That's what I would hear.
That's the sound of encouragement.
No, that's what I would hear in my ear as I'm struggling, knowing that I'm about to kill myself.
I would encourage you.
No.
No.
It would only be
You would be laughing. I would hear that laughter that you have.
It would only be E laughing. It would only be E.
Like, he gets almost hysterical at some of this stuff, okay? So now I'm running with a pole that's awful heavy. How long do I have to run for, by the way, E? What is that, good 30 yards or
it's
something?
about a good 25 yards.
Yeah.
You can make a short approach.
Yeah.
You can take a short approach.
And I have to, the idea I suspect
You
is
gotta
to
stick it, man.
get some speed going.
Yeah, you want some speed.
Some speed, which will then, as I shove. Now, what happens when I miss the point that I'm supposed to hit with the pole? That's the next issue.
That won't happen.
In other words, the bottom of the pole has to go into the little
That won't happen.
What do you call that, track guy? What do you call the little...
You call that the box.
The box.
The box.
I miss the golf ball when I swing. Do you think running, I'm going to be able to put the pole into the box? Ooh, that didn't sound right.
Family show.
Family show.
Family show.
At 9 o'clock.
Don't go there, you filthy animals. Do not go there. So
it's actually a very wide target.
It's a wide target.
It's a wide target, and I have faith in you. There's no way you're going to miss it. You have.
I won't miss it.
No, and I'm sure that the folks over at Jacksonville Athletic Club will be glad to have a few run-throughs with you. Maybe if you want to stop by their track program one day and let you practice a little bit. But
next question: what happens after I put it in there and I start going up into the air? But because I was running so dadgum slow,
that's not going to happen.
I get about this far up. What's that angle, E? I'm not straight up, but I'm short of straight up.
Around 50 degrees.
I was about
there.
to say about 47.
Yeah.
And my legs start to do this, Matt, because I'm going back the other way.
So what's going to happen then? You want to know?
Who's going to catch me? Are you going to catch me? No. He's going to be on the ground laughing, trying to get the video as I land and break my elbows.
What's going to happen is it's going to go viral.
It'll go viral.
The video will go viral.
We got to monetize it, man.
Can we monetize? Is that TikTok?
We have to.
Is that a TikTok thing?
I mean, if we put it on one of the socials.
You know, it's a great way to raise money for charity.
It is. It is. I'll think about it. I'll take a poll eventually.
We'll get one of the ortho guys out there. They'll be on site.
Doc Murphy has to come. Doc Murphy, and then the Googans have to come with like a, you know how in the old days when there's a fire in the building and they're on the third floor and they jump out and they have the
big trampoline.
The trampoline thing.
Yeah.
I need the trampoline thing out there too.
Yeah,
like
we can do that
for when I go backwards and not forwards because I'm almost to the.
Well, you know, there'll be a lot of cheerleaders out there, and they're used to spotting. We'll have the high school cheerleaders out there to spot.
What level am I trying to clear? By the way, like 6 feet?
I would. You know what?
What do high school kids clear?
Well, they start out without even a bar on, just to practice.
Okay.
And you, instead of using a bar, you can also use a little rope that's giving.
Okay.
You can do it that way. I mean,
some aids, some track and field pole vault aids is what I need.
Yeah. You can do all of that. Or you can be a man and just put the bar up there and go.
Do it.
Yeah, just do it, man. I know the Googans want to see it. Don't make me make a poll. I'll do it. This is called peer pressure. Jeff's not here.
Yeah, I know.
And if he was, I'm kind of sad that he's not because I feel like he would push it a little bit more. But since he's not, maybe this should be a Jeff versus Dan. Do you remember like Dan and Dave from the 90s?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can do a Jeff versus Dan.
We might. You don't know. We'll be there. I know that. So
yeah, and I appreciate you guys coming and sharing the event with everybody and being a part of it. And are you guys going to be able to play? Do you know?
Well, if you go at 8:30, probably not.
Okay.
Unless you clear out a spot on the course and let us slide in. So we'll see. We'll figure that out as well.
Cool.
But understand this. It's November 6th, St. John's Country Club, Tristan Bailey Family Foundation. Is that the name of the foundation? Am I getting that right?
It's the Tristan Bailey Memorial Fund.
Tristan Bailey Memorial
Fund. What we've got set up currently. We've got some other things in the works.
And you go to
www.tbstrong.org.
Yeah.
tbstrong.org.
It also says tristanbailey.com.
So yeah, that switches over to that website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a forwarding link.
All right. And it's real easy to do. And we'll fill this up real quick. And we'll see you out there on November 6th, which will be a fun time. The Jags will be about, what will they be about then? 9-0? E? I think we should have about 9 dubs by then.
It's bye week. So that sounds about right.
It's a bye week?
Yeah, it's bye week.
So. Yeah, we should be in pretty good shape by then. Yeah. The Gators will have just upset Georgia. Life will be good.
We'll have passed our stadium deal.
We'll have passed the stadium deal. We'll be looking at these plans for this beautiful thing. Oh, Jacksonville's going to be hopping. Everything else good?
Yeah, everything's going well, you know. I was going to wear my Cubs socks today.
What socks do you have today?
I was going to wear the Cubs socks from the World Championships, but there were so many holes in them, kind of like the Cubs bullpen.
Yeah.
I didn't put them on, but...
Did you hate the, like my Cubs fans' friends really get down on the owners last year? Because, you know, they cry about not having money. They got tons of money. The Cubs are one of the most profitable sports franchise there is. They sell out every game. I mean, whether they win or lose, it would be very frustrating to me if you're not spending money.
It is frustrating, but I think there's a time in sports to spend money and a time not.
Mhm.
I think when you're in the early stages of a rebuild, if you want to build
So
something,
you're okay with that?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
if you want to build something sustainable,
Yeah.
I think what they're doing is working. They're bringing in a lot of young talent.
Mhm.
You know, if you look at right now at the standings, yes, we're towards the bottom
Mhm.
of the Central,
Mhm.
but we're one of 6 teams that has a positive run differential in the National League.
Ah.
So we may be 3.5 games back from first, but we're a +4 run differential.
Look at you.
And
Bringing some
that
heat
gives
right
me,
there.
that gives me some hope for the rest of the season because we're not even halfway yet.
Do you make a Wrigley Field sojourn?
I try to.
Yeah.
You know, with the kids being a little small right now, we
Yeah.
haven't made one up, but as they're getting older, we're going to. But
Yeah.
we used to go quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a great park.
No better place to watch than just sitting in the outfield.
I will tell you, my Wrigley Field, I went with a friend one year, years ago, and they were playing the Brewers. Two great things happened. One, Ryan Sandberg walked by us, and he was going up to the booth. And
Rhino.
Which I immediately spotted him and started screaming for all Cubs fans to know. Rhino! Rhino!
I know he appreciated that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, ugh.
Yeah.
So there was that. And then the coolest thing was it was such a perfect weather day. We left Wrigley Field after the game, walked the neighborhoods all the way back to downtown Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, it's fantastic, man. I don't know if you can still do that. I don't know. Because we took the train in. You buy tickets coming off the train. It's real easy. Popped right in. But on the way back, it was such a beautiful summer day there. The weather was outstanding.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I see a tear in your eye.
It was.
I mean, that's what Wrigley will do to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate the park. I hate the team, but I appreciate the park. I appreciate it when the Mets and my man Daniel Murphy annihilated the Cubs in 4 straight games. That's what I appreciate.
You
remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're minus 23 run differential right now, by the way.
You and I have about the same record.
We do.
We just spend a little bit more money.
I thought you guys were going to be good this year.
Well, many of us did.
Yeah.
And it's part of being a Mets fan.
There's still hope. You're only 10.5 back in the division.
Just give me one more chance.
10.5.
Just one more. Matty Hinson, it's always good to see you, my friend.
Great to see you. Thanks for having us here.
Don't forget, sign up. Take care of that. Let's fill that up, and we'll see you on November 6th and support the wonderful Tristan Bailey family. And so a lot of good folks. They're us. They are who we are, and they're going through obviously a just incredibly difficult time in their lives. So anything we can do to help, we shall do. And we'll visit with you again in a month or so. You come back and see us.
Absolutely. Happy Father's Day to everybody. And you know, if
the Forgotten Holiday.
Yeah, the Forgotten Holiday.
U.S. Open, just in your Barco chair, watch the U.S. Open, and tell your children to leave you alone.
Hey, let's
be a good day.
Let's fill the rest of this tournament up for Father's Day.
Yes.
That's what I say. Let's do that.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
And if and maybe sponsor. If you want to sponsor a hole, give us a shout.
Yeah, give me a shout out. They're easy to find. All right, that's Matt Hinson, Tristan Bailey. Golf tournament coming up on November 6th at St. John's Golf Country Club. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more right here on The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
What are we celebrating?
We're celebrating 2 things. First,
summer.
Summer days.
It feels phenomenal.
And second,
1010XL.
This is Hayes Carline for QC Kinetics. Remember when you were going to get that pain fixed this year? Well, the year is almost halfway over. If you're still dealing with that pain, enough is enough. Pills are not the answer. Surgery is not the answer. You need to call QC Kinetics today at 904-274-5522. Set up a free consultation in Mandarin or Panavidra. The advanced regenerative medicine solutions at QC Kinetics can give you a life without chronic joint pain. You can do all those summer activities you love. How do they do it? By taking healing properties from your own body and applying them right into your achy joint. Your tissue can be repaired and restored naturally. You can have life-changing results without drugs, surgery, or downtime. If you have pain in your knees, back, shoulders, hips, enough is enough. Call QC Kinetics now, 904-274-5522. That's 274-5522.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway?
Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit Stonecore today and let's beautify your home together. Stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Jacksonville has some junk, and J-Dog is removing it. They're here to do the dirty work. You don't want to remove and dispose of large furniture or appliances yourself? Call J-Dog. Here now, proudly serving you, removing junk from your home or business. They can even handle small demolition projects, and they're still donating local items to veterans in need. So let J-Dog do the dirty work for you. J-Dog Junk Removal. Veteran-owned and operated. JDog.com.
Matt Hayes here. Are you plagued by plumbing problems? Fenwick Home Services plumbing professionals are always ready to help. Whether your home has a clogged toilet or drains, dripping faucets, no hot water, or other issues, their experts offer zero-fee, 24-hour emergency plumbing solutions. Fenwick's technicians arrive promptly on the same day, or you don't pay. Book online in seconds by visiting FenwickEasyBook.com. That's FenwickEasyBook.com.
U.S. Open Fantasy Golf. Yes. Play against 1010XL and all of Duval. Win a family barbecue feast from Woody's Barbecue. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors. Enter at 1010XL.com.
Jacksonville people, the best wings in town are coming to Mandarin. The Players Grill is expanding and opening soon on San Jose. Watch your favorite teams and enjoy burgers, pizza, salads, and more. Players Grill, where the neighborhood meets.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Ride in style with a brand new set of tires from Tire Outlet. We offer the best selection, best quality, and best prices so that you can find the best tires for your vehicle. With over 40 years of experience and 15 locations across Florida, Tire Outlet is the brand you can trust with your vehicle's tires and much more. Hurry in for great deals on tires with our legendary price match guarantee. Our expert technicians are ready to do the maintenance and repairs to keep your vehicle performing its best. Tire Outlet, wholesale prices, premium service.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Crystal, COO with Remedy Staffing. As employers, labor trends continue to keep us guessing. Is the job market strong? And what is worker availability going to look like? Well, February's BLS job report indicated that we have a hot job market and that Jacksonville's unemployment rate is 2.5%, 1% lower than our national average. So if you're interested in Workforce Solutions and how our team can help you, please call or text me at 904-329-9802.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Is brought to you by J-Dog Junk Removal, veteran owned and operated.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
Hit it.
All right. Sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we have a prize pack.
We do.
Little Father's Day prize pack. It's not too late.
It's not.
What do you got?
Oh, we got an exfoliating facial cleanser that's valued at $45 that'll make your face feel good from the Aesthetic Center, plus a $25 gift certificate to Bellwether. This is all part of the 1010XL Father's Day gift ideas. Visit 1010XL for more information.
Good heavens. All right, some personal news.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to say anything, but I'm not a candidate to go to WFAN, the Fan in New York. There's a job opening up there. One of their longtime guys, a guy who did some time in the Hooskow for some schemes, some financial schemes.
It's sad news for WFAM and great news for Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, it's great news for Jacksonville. Not going anywhere. I know a lot of you have been asking and wondering if I was a candidate. The answer is no. Apparently, the guy Turtle from Entourage is, but we'll see.
Oh, Turtle?
Yeah, remember Turtle?
Oh, I remember Entourage. It was real. It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. One of the great Prosser stories one time is he was reading about it, and I forget what the context was, but he came to the word entourage, and he said, N2 Rage. It's part of N2 Rage. I go, N2 Rage? What are you talking about?
Not Pross.
Yeah.
No.
It's Entourage. N2 Rage. Great moments. But anyway, yeah, so the Gators, there's a rumor going on about Gator football. And I say it's just a rumor because everybody thought this young kid who's a quarterback, who's class of 25, was going to reclassify to class of 23. He's from Florida. His last name's Simmons. He graduated high school in 9th grade. Like the kid
Smart
is
kid?
Brilliant.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So academics isn't a problem. But I'm sitting there going, well, he's class of 25 naturally, and they're going to reclassify him to class of 23, and he's going to come compete. He's got to be like just 17 at the oldest.
Right.
And they're, it's great. Don't worry about him. He'll don't worry about his, mental acuity. He's brilliant. He's great. Okay, but what about his physical?
Physically, yeah.
Like he's a terrific high school player, but if you're 17, you're going to go play in the SEC?
Is he built like a stud, though?
I got to look his size. But anyway, then his family has disputed that he has reclassified. So I'm not sure if he has or not. There were reports yesterday that he was going to Austin Simmons is his name. And there were reports that he was going to reclassify, but the family has come out and said, that's news to us. As of right now, Austin is still enrolled in the class of 2025 and registered to play football for Moorhaven High School. So he's a 4-star Gator quarterback commit. His dad said those reports are not accurate, that he was coming. He is, like I said, he's a brilliant kid. And I think they wanted him or Lagway, another commit. Lagway said, I'm not coming until 24. So then the Simmons kid, who's 2025, he graduated in his freshman year and has been working on completing his college credits. He should be heading into his junior year in high school, and he's only doing college courses. But again, that's great. But the physical side of playing quarterback in the SEC, he's 6'1". He doesn't look extremely thick or anything, so he's not Cam Newton or Anthony Richardson is kind of what you were asking.
Right.
He's not that size.
Okay, but I mean, Bryce Young. So.
But Bryce Young was 17. He was quarterback in some California high school team.
Right, but when he was at Alabama, like, look at him now. When he was at Alabama,
I'm saying he could be fine, but he's still just 17 years old.
Right.
Physically, I just don't know if you can take that pounding. So I don't know. It's 8 o'clock, E.
Yeah.
Call her. You start doing it on the air. So we'll see. They wanted to have another quarterback in camp. They must have enough confidence in this kid. I don't know if this is in his. I don't know enough about. I don't know if this is in his best interest or not. We're talking 2 years, E. You're class of 25. So I'm not sure that would necessarily be what he would want to do. Or obviously the family is disputing. So if the family's saying that's news to us, then I can't imagine he's doing it. David Simmons told the Palm Beach Post that reports suggesting his son reclassified were not accurate. He's still a class of 2025 athlete and enrolled at Moorhaven High School. So, national recruiting website On3, citing correspondence, Josh Newberg and Keith Niebuhr were the first to publish information regarding Simmons' potential reclassification. As a sophomore at Pahokee in 2022, he did complete 68% of his passes, 24 touchdowns, 3,141 yards in the air. He rushed for 3 more touchdowns, averaged 6.5 yards per carry, went to the regional final of the FHSAA playoffs. He committed to Billy Napier in Florida football in April. He did make an official visit to Ole Miss in June. According to Sports Illustrated, did go back to Gainesville on an unofficial the following week. I think he's cool with going to Florida. I just don't know when he's going to Florida. And I don't know if it's smart to go to Florida in 2023 as a 17-year-old. Most of these guys are sort of thinking they're going to the NFL in 3 years. Well, if you go as a 17, is a 17-year-old going to beat out seniors?
He shouldn't, but
yeah, if he does, we got problems. So I'll tell you that.
Or he could just be that guy. He could be him.
Him doesn't even do it at 17, I don't think. Him as a high school junior, him doesn't play SEC football at quarterback.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Derrick Henry was him in high school, and
he wasn't 16 when he went to play college football at Alabama.
But he could have played when he was. Did you see him his freshman year at Yulee?
Yeah,
he was him.
I don't know. It's awful. I don't know. Let's see here. Derrick Henry was, but again, this kid's not Derrick Henry size. That's my point.
Fair.
You keep saying and then you're bringing up guys who gigantic monsters. Yeah, that's all. I don't. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if it's Derrick Henry. What year did he go? I'm trying to find his Alabama stats. I wanted to see what his first year he did. Here are college stats.
Well, his first year he
at Alabama.
Yeah, he split carries.
Right. At Alabama, okay, hold on. At Alabama, him had 35 carries his first year. Now, there were good people in front of him because he averaged 10 yards a carry. So he probably could have been fine. But at Alabama, he went 35, 172 carry-wise, and then 395.
Yeah, that's that Saban wait your turn.
See, I think, I agree. You could be him in high school like that. Like, as a freshman, you're
dominating seniors.
But I don't know many. You got to give me some 17-year-olds who have gone on into the SEC and kicked some tail. So, I don't know. Trevor Lawrence could have played SEC football at age 17, maybe. Wants to beat DJ Lagway there. I get it. Been playing high school since 8th grade. A holdback who is homeschooled. Okay.
Tebow, his freshman year. Well, he didn't play much, but he was still him.
Simmons would be 18, they're saying, when he's on campus. He was held back a year, so okay. It's just some interesting stuff. So we'll see. Anyway, something to keep an eye out on. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We're going to talk Gator baseball. We're going to talk College World Series. We'll visit with our friend Tommy Boss coming up here on The Drill. That's coming up next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Duval starts with D. Jacksonville Sports Radio is 1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
We know that you have options when it comes to buying or servicing your vehicle. We also know that not all experiences are created equal. We promise when you choose to do business with Beaver, you will always get thoughtfulness about your time and hard-earned money, a team member motivated by desire to help you, and in lifelong relationships with a team that cares. Pair all that with a huge selection of inventory. You can't go wrong with Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We promise we're here to wow you.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. We're your local family jeweler for 46 years in Jacksonville with a huge selection of diamonds, gemstones, and pre-owned Rolex watches. And Monahan Jewelers is your store for expert jewelry repair turned around in 1 or 2 days. Most jewelry stores take 2 weeks or more, and many stores send your jewelry somewhere else for repair. At Monahan Jewelers, our jewelry repair is done in-house by expert craftsmen, and Monahans can turn around most repairs in a day or two. So bring your jewelry repair to Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
At Big Chief Tire, we care about your safety on the road. Frank Frangie here. We're proud to offer the best tire brands at affordable prices so you can drive safely and get more value out of your car without breaking the bank. Visit our new Orange Park location for brake repairs, tire replacements, oil changes, services, and more. Call 904-932-0950 or visit BigChiefTire.com to schedule an appointment at one of these 5 Jacksonville locations. We keep Jacks rolling.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Did you know that many cooling companies are now part of big conglomerates with no connection to Northeast Florida? In the past, they have concentrated on heating and air conditioning, but after a buyout, many add plumbing and electrical services. This raises their overhead, and those costs are passed on to the consumer. It's a case where bigger isn't better, it's just more expensive. Not Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Mike Merritt remains family-owned and operated. Merritt's focus has been the same for more than 30 years, keeping Northeast Florida comfortable, no matter what the weather. And there are no overtime or weekend surcharges. Mike Merritt's team does not work on commission. They repair only what needs repair and offer replacements only on what can't be fixed. And unlike at giant corporations where you can feel like just another number, with Mike Merritt, you'll feel like number one. Florida license CACO 50384.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, Nimnik has what you want. Popular GMC and Buick models arriving daily at Nimnik Buick GMC. You can shop online at NimnikBuickGMC.com and IMNICHT BuickGMC.com. Or you can always stop by the showroom. It's right there off Phillips Highway and see why Nimnik Buick GMC is Jacksonville's #1 Buick GMC dealer in all of our city. They got more models on the ground than they've had in 2 years. Truckloads. All models arriving daily. And guess what, gang? No one ever pays over MSRP at Nimnik Buick GMC. Step up to GMC with the professional-grade GMC Truck Series at Nimnik Buick GMC for a limited time. Well-qualified buyers can enjoy promotional rates as low as 0.9% APR on select GMC Sierra models. Woo, so good. Nimnik's been in the business for 82 years. They do the business the right way. Family-owned and operated. No one cares more about the customer before and after the sale. Nimnik, your friends at the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Sports injuries are a common issue for both adults and children. Dr. George Barry here, and as a specialist in orthopedic care, the team at Barry Orthopedics and Sports Medicine here in Jacksonville provides comprehensive diagnosis and treatment of all types of sports injuries. With additional training in sports medicine and more than 30 years of experience, the team is available to care for your entire family and help you have fun and stay active. Visit us today at BarryOrthopedics.com.
And don't forget to check out Breaking Bones Sunday morning, 7:30 on 1010XL.
ITB Partners, the official financial firm for the station to beat inflation.
Whoa, Dan. People don't want to joke about their money, not during these tough times.
You mean they'd rather hear about how ITP Partners takes our money and makes us more money?
Now you're talking. They make financial planning simple and easy to understand, even for a couple of slappies like us.
Those guys have been serving Hickets for 3 generations. Junie Bug, me. I even got my son Drew being smart with his money in his 20s.
It's never too early to talk with Chris Bryan, Dan Abel, Brian Wright, Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Craig Ross.
Financial questions, ideas, or thoughts, email chris@itbpartners.com.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation. Light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Go to carlsondentalgroup.com. That's carlsondentalgroup.com for all of your dental needs.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Andy's Automotive and Truck Service. I'm E.T. The number 2 ranked Florida Gators are in action this evening versus the 7th ranked Virginia in the College World Series. First pitch is at 7 p.m. Florida and Virginia last met in 2015 for 3 games in Omaha, with the Cavaliers winning 2 of the 3 despite UF outscoring Virginia 15-11. And the Jaguars Community Huddle continues today at its new location, Extreme Wings on Roosevelt Boulevard, from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Currently, it's 8:12 and it's 75 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because we're talking baseball with Tommy Boss next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, you can crank it up. We're talking some baseball with our friend Tommy Boss. He's the head coach at Providence High School. He's immersed into the Jacksonville world. Pitching coach at UNF, the Nellen High School zone. How are you there, sir?
Pretty good, man.
You doing all right?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Good. I want to talk about the Gators, though.
All right.
I want to talk about your experience in the College World Series is it 20 years now?
Don't say that.
Is it 20 years?
05, so what is that, 18?
18 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost.
Getting old.
Yeah. He said he's 39 years old now. I said,
hanging on strong.
Try being 60. Tommy Boss still likes to get on that bump, though, and throw that ball a little bit, don't you?
Yes, sir.
So, you played at Florida all 4 years.
Yes, sir.
But tell me about pitching in Omaha. What was that like?
It was an unbelievable experience.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to start against Nebraska. So we're in Nebraska is like 45 minutes.
Was that Rosenblatt Stadium?
Yes,
the old Rosenblatt
the old
Stadium?
Rosenblatt. So, I'm doing my pregame ritual, getting ready, doing my long toss in the outfield.
Mm-hmm.
Make my way to the bullpen, getting ready, and Ross Jones, the pitching coach, he's like, "Hey, Tommy, I want you to step back here for a second." I'm like, I was trying to get locked in here, and he's like, "Step back, just take a look at this." And I was like, "What?" Look back, and there are 27,950 Nebraska screaming red, and there's about 50 Gator fans up in the corner. Our families up there.
Yeah.
And man, it was awesome. It was an awesome experience. I pitched decent. That was one of those games where our boys came out swinging the bat.
Yeah.
I think Jeff Corsoletti hit first pitch of the game, maybe a single or a double. The second or third pitch of the game, Adam Davis hit a home run. So right off the bat, 3 pitches in, we're up 2-0.
Okay.
So you could just breathe a little bit easier when you're pitching. So we scored.
Why would Ross Jones tell you to come take all that in and make you go, "Oh my God"?
No, he's like, "This is awesome, man. You got to see this."
I guess it's awesome, but I really want to focus on locking in right now, Coach.
No. But I'm kind of glad I did, just to kind of take that moment and something that I'll have with me. And it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
You had also, was that the same year that you came in against, was it Arizona or Arizona State?
Yeah.
And you shut them down.
So
tell us. So you get to Omaha that year.
Mm-hmm.
did they seed you back then? Do you remember?
Yeah,
it was different. It wasn't the same way they do it now, where
it was like 4 and 4.
4 and 4, but then you only play one game for the championship or best of 3?
Best of 3.
It was still the same then.
It was still the same.
Okay.
It was still the
So
same.
So who'd you open with in the? Do you remember?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
We played Tennessee game 1.
Okay.
Alan Horn was our ace.
Mm-hmm.
He won us that game.
Okay.
I pitched game 2 against Nebraska.
Right.
I couldn't get the third out in the 5th inning, so I never got the win.
You didn't get the dub.
Didn't get the dub, but we were up like 9-2, and then they started making a run at me, and next thing you know, here comes old Coach Mack walking out the dugout, and I was like, man, all I need is one more out.
One more,
Coach. Out, get the dub. So, but actually, I believe they brought in Darren O'Day, our sidearm guy. Darren finished that game, so we were 2-0.
You know what I love about? I hate to interrupt. I'll let you finish stories, but I love the fact that those guys, like you've told me, like you've remained friends with Darren O'Day for,
Sure.
yeah, you guys. So the friendships that you make on that team stay forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, go ahead.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. I wanted to point that out.
You're good. So we're 2-0 in the winners bracket, and it came down to where Arizona State won their game, and they had to beat us twice.
Okay.
And sure enough, they won game 1. Game 2, we threw our ace again, Alan Horn, and he's cruising, and I think it was like the 3rd, maybe 4th inning. He throws a pitch, and his hamstring snapped in half. It rolled up his leg. I'm sitting there doing a chart with my turfs on, and Coach Mack said, "Tommy, you're up," and I said, "What?" So it was a pretty cool experience, at least because. When there's an injury, you get to take as much time as you need.
Right.
And they give you the time to get yourself ready. Well, I was able to do my pregame ritual and everything literally right in the middle of Rosenblatt with 30,000 people watching me get ready. And so I was able to come in, and I pitched really well that game, and we ended up winning that game going into the championship series with Texas. So,
yeah.
Man, I don't feel so bad that they missed that fly ball in the light the other night.
Yeah.
Because that one still stings. We lost to Texas the first 2 games.
You were set to pitch the last game. Is that correct?
If we would have got
you had gotten there.
So I don't remember how many pitches I threw against Arizona State. So it kind of threw off our rotation. We ended up going with a freshman starter game 1, and we just never made it to game 3.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And how do you look back at that? Like, I mean, that's an awesome experience.
It was awesome.
But you wanted to win a natty too.
Yeah.
So do you look back with disappointment? Do you look back with joy? How do you look at it? Both, I guess.
A little of both.
Yeah.
Like it's you want to win that last game.
Yeah.
And it was an awesome experience for not only the players themselves but our families. I mean, I'm from small town Florida.
Yeah.
And, my parents are out in Omaha for 2 weeks living the high life.
Yeah.
And, it was a great experience looking back, but man, you sure wanted to win that last one.
Yeah. We're visiting with Tommy Boss. He's head coach of Providence, pitched for the Gators in the College World Series. Again, I mean, as good as it gets. And listen, I will never feel sorry because I noticed this with FSU more FSU media were complaining about their softball team having to play Oklahoma in Oklahoma City, and you going to play out there and play in Nebraska. I would never feel sorry for any of you guys because Nebraska football, Oklahoma football, every year have to come to the Orange Bowl and play for a national championship in front of Gator, Seminole, or Miami fans for years and years. So it kind of evens out in that respect. You have to deal with what you have to deal with. But Omaha was the destination, and you pitched all 4 years at Florida, correct?
Yes, sir.
And each year you kind of progressed until the and what was and also I think. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you pitched. Did you guys play FSU in a regional?
We did
1 year, and
super regional.
Super regional, right?
Yeah.
And you pitched against them and beat them. Yes.
Yeah.
Was that to get to that senior year?
To get to Omaha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How good was that? I mean, that had to be
Yeah, I pitched the way Coach McMahon did it. I pitched a lot of Friday nights, junior and senior year. Not because I was the best pitcher on the team. I was dependable. I threw strikes, so you kind of knew what you were going to get. They were going to hit the ball off me, but as long as we played defense and scored a few runs, we were decent. So if we could get a win Friday night, then we would throw our stud on Saturday and win the series.
Okay.
So that was kind of their philosophy. So I pitched quite a few Friday nights. my junior and senior year. So I pitched game 1 against Florida State in the Super Regional, I guess, and we won that game. And then, of course, Alan Horn went out and shoved game 2, and we were able to advance to Omaha.
Now, I think I read something about you, Tommy, and we're visiting with Tommy Boss. Did you pitch that last World Series with like a torn labrum or something, or did you have some shoulder issues or what? Because you threw a lot.
Yeah, that's what they say. I don't know. My arm never hurt. Never.
It didn't hurt.
Still to this day. Now, if I go out, playing catch with the boys and I try to throw it as hard as I can, I can feel, something in there.
Yeah.
But it never hurt. Just an unfortunate thing when I was, trying to sign a professional.
Right. So the professional, it was the Red Sox or something?
Yep, I failed a physical.
Okay, so the Red Sox signed you, or they were going to sign you. You went for the physical, and they said,
"Yep,
your shoulder's no good."
$1,000. I mean, that was my signing bonus, big money, and it was too much to take on. So I understand it looking back.
Yeah. So I mean, but at the time, was that? I mean, look, you're pitching in the College World Series. You're part of a great baseball team, great baseball program. Were you planning on a professional career? I mean, was that the goal at the time for you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So how hard was that part of it for you? That had to be difficult. I mean,
it was tough.
Nobody likes to be told it's over, right?
No, and I always tell people, too, like, play until somebody tells you can't play
Correct.
anymore. So,
that's
like,
the truth.
You're young and, think you got life figured out. So, I was wanting to play baseball till now. Like, I would have kept playing. Love the game. Feel like I'm a true baseball guy.
Yeah.
And, it was tough. It was tough, but it's part of life, and it makes you a little bit better for it. Just learn how to deal with it.
How much do you follow now? You obviously have a lot of responsibility, so you probably don't get to go to a lot of Gator baseball games. But how much do you follow the team, and now, and even today?
Yeah, no, So now that with my new job, we actually went over for, I guess it was the Auburn series, maybe.
Okay.
My kid played a tournament in Gainesville, so
good.
We kind of made a weekend
Perfect.
of it and went for the game. And of course, the last 4 or 5 years at UNF, getting to play those guys.
Yeah.
I feel like the UNF, our UNF team kind of takes credit for getting Brandon Sproat back. Because last year we played them. I don't remember if it was like a Wednesday in Jacksonville. Sproat he's 96 to 98, just completely dealt. But he starts this game on a Tuesday night in Jacksonville. Like, man, how do we end up having to face this guy? Well, we play in Gainesville the next week.
Right.
And sure enough, Sproat trots out again.
What's
We're
going on
here?
here?
I have to face this guy again. So this time, Sully only threw him 3 innings to get him ready, and he started the following weekend. And I think he's been a weekend guy ever since. So, I think we kind of got him going.
Sully is well respected, especially when it comes to pitchers, right? I mean, like a lot of high school kids will go to Florida, and he's got obviously a resume now that he can say, well, look what I've done to help these kids. What is it about him that, as far as the pitching part, which you understand obviously so very well?
Yeah, I don't know. The crazy thing to me is, how does he get the guys in there?
Yeah.
Like, some of these guys turn down,
Right.
millions of dollars out of high school to go. So starting out with the top of the top, talent certainly helps.
Sure.
But he's got a certain way about him, and he teaches them to compete. The coolest thing about watching the Gators guys is they work so fast, and they're just always in attack mode.
Right.
And I feel like that's kind of Sully's personality, and it shows off on those guys.
All right, we're going to take a break. I got a lot more to ask you. Tommy Boss is hanging out with us in studio. He is the head coach over at Providence and pitched for the Gators in the College World Series 4 years for Florida. Denellen High School Zone. You put them on the schedule this year, I noticed.
That's right.
Yeah. Did you enjoy that game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know the coaches over there?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more visiting with Tommy Boss right here on The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
What is this?
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
We have hope. Rebellions are built on hope.
With the power to save the planet. Or at least sports radio in Jacksonville.
They are requesting a call sign. It's
1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Men, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? The medical providers at Prime Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. 98% of men see instant results on their first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Prime Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Prime Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 904-664-8217. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
From the moment the first note is played, the music takes over. Grammy winner Peter Frampton. Never Say Never Tour. June 28th, St. Augustine Amphitheater. The one and only Peter Frampton. On sale now at theamp.com.
I think I've been positioning Pet Paradise for you pet owners just perfectly. All right? You want the best for you and your pet. You get it with Pet Paradise. And so when it comes to that, Pet Paradise are the innovators. Everyone else, the imitators. They are giving you the absolute best for even the pickiest pet parent. We know how much you love your pet. We know how much your pet loves you. So for everything from state-of-the-art locations to the swimming pools to the indoor-outdoor suites, they got small guests in tiny town, on-site veterinary care. They have it all for you, and now even more. You know why? They're the innovators. Bring out the best in your best friend with now available dog training with certified trainers at Pet Paradise. Your pup can unleash their full potential while lapping up their resort-style amenities. From sit and stay to shedding, frustrating behaviors like jumping and nonstop barking, your pet is in the best possible hands with our friends at Pet Paradise. Go to petparadise.com.
Tobacco-Free Florida has many free ways to help you quit nicotine. From free 2-week starter kits of quit aids to free cessation services like Phone Quit and Group Quit. We're even trying out new motivational tactics.
You're the greatest quitter. He's tobacco's greatest quitter. He's tobacco's greatest quitter of all.
Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
It's more than downtime.
I love this game. I live this game.
It's time to put together a plan.
I want winners out in the field.
The off-season on 1010XL is driven by Tire Outlet. Wholesale prices, premium service.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather now hot as can be, look ahead and get that backyard ready for fall with a new open-air or screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are the best in the business. So if you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
The next time you have an orthopedic injury, call Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. That's what we do. I'm Bob Aravlo, president of Your Jacksonville Icemen. We've been using them to take care of our athletes, and you can rely on them to take care of yours.
This is Dr. George Acevedo of Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Thanks to all of the athletes who ask us to help them get back on their feet.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hacker here for the Sausage Dude Sausage, the sausage partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Sausage Dude Sausage is made from high-quality pork and carefully sourced spices that make it the best sausage I've ever tried. You can pick up the Sausage Dudes at Publix locations all throughout Jacksonville. Try the Polish, Hungarian, beer bratwurst with cheddar and jalapeno, or my favorite, the Italian. 4th of July is right around the corner, so head to Publix today to get your hands on the Sausage Dude Sausage.
Do you have a lift station at your business? Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services would love to be your maintenance provider. Give us a call for a quote today, 904-862-6769, or online at duckduckrooter.com.
Give kids lifelong summer memories at Mackenzie's Camp Deep Pond, hosted by Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Florida. Give the gift of a safe, unforgettable summer by sponsoring a kid for camp for only $100 at tinyurl.com/deeppond2023.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're talking with Tommy Boss. He's the head coach at Providence. Summer baseball. How do you love summer baseball, Tommy? Do you love it? Do you love it? Is it? I was talking to John Murphy over at Trinity a couple of weeks ago, and others have told me, Nick Steppe and some other guys that I like and respect in your world. It's like high school is great because it's team. Mm-hmm. Summer's more about individual. Because that's where everybody's watching you, and you gotta, So I mean, you gotta kind of coach a little bit differently. We don't sacrifice. We don't lay down the bunts. Things of that ilk.
Although I lost the game by not bunting the other
day. See, it bugs you.
I know. I'm like, man, if we'd have just bunted. But the problem is, we had a new kid. Mm-hmm. A new kid that didn't play the first tournament, so he comes up to hit. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there going, well, I've told these guys my signs, but I don't know if this kid knows what my bunt sign is. So I was like, I'll just let him go. And sure enough, we didn't score.
Oh, that's all right. I watched the Mets beat the Yankees the other night, but they had first and second, nobody out. Or one out. No, nobody out. First and second, nobody out. And I'm like, they'd have no Alonso right now. No. Move them for, let's get a run here. No. We don't bunt. No. Nobody bunts anymore. No. Drives me crazy. But anyway, that's just part of it. So what Florida's chances, they go tonight. Now, the odds are, and this is something that Sully's talked a lot about, and you sort of backed it up with what your experience was. By the way, did you guys just go to the one? Was that your only College World Series appearance? Okay.
Yep.
So
I guess my freshman, sophomore, and junior year got eliminated by Miami. And
that's my
I'm not a big Miami guy.
Yeah.
And then we were lucky enough to have to play Florida State. We played those guys pretty good.
Do you remember a kid named this is mean, so I'll be the heavy here, but do you remember a kid named Rodney Brewer who went to Florida and played baseball and football? No? He was way before you.
Yeah.
He was when I was in school.
Okay.
He was like a backup quarterback and a baseball player. And he quarterbacked us against Rutgers, and we tied that game. And so it was a year Florida went like 9-1-1. Mm-hmm. And then, because he was filling in for injury. And then in baseball, he dropped a fly ball at Mark Light. So they always used to say about this poor kid, hey, he cost Florida 2 national championships. We talked about this off air, but we all go through it as parents. But it's the beauty and the curse of sport. You love to be out there and compete. And I've talked about this with kids through the year. My older son played at Fletcher High School, and there was a moment where a kid from a different team, they were going to upset Fletcher, and the last out was going to be made, and the kid you could see him struggling out in right field, and he dropped the fly ball. And I always think, man, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, wherever the reunion is, it'll never go away. But you got to be willing to step in the arena, baby. Got to go step in the arena and face the challenges in sport. But it is as a parent, it's different than as a coach, right? I mean, you have 2 young sons who are. Do they both play?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Just getting started.
Yeah.
I'm starting with the travel ball or whatever with my 10-year-old right now, and it's. Man, I'm not ready for this. Mm-hmm. Like it's a whole different animal.
Does he pitch too or not?
He pitches. Plays some, at that level. If you can catch, he plays some first base. He can catch the ball. Some outfield, some shortstop. So we don't know what we just try to keep him having fun.
And that's the key, man. And it's nothing matters until they get to the big field anyway, right? They always say that, and it's true. I mean, everybody grows at different rates. Some big kid at 10 will be the same size at 15, and then maybe a smaller kid will grow by him, or you just don't know. and you just try to make it fun. And that's the best advice I think any. But yet, when you're living it, Tommy, when you're living it in the moment, it's Game 7 of the World Series.
Every time. Every time. And it could be an exhibition game, you know, against a team from Ponte Vedra or something, and, you know, if he makes the last out of the game, or even just an out period,
right?
Like, it's just the end of the world.
Oh,
But he's getting better, man.
Yeah.
He's getting better with, you know, dealing. I try to tell, you know, I'm actually a head coach of the 10U Village Bombers team.
Look at you. How the Bombers doing?
Yeah,
they having a good summer?
We're just okay.
Okay.
We're just okay. But telling these kids, like, the best players in the world can deal with failure.
Correct.
Like, you're going to get out 7 times and you can make it to the Hall of Fame. And like, just trying to get them to just understand the mental side of the game and being able to move on when, you know, something doesn't go their way.
You were like when you came out of high school, you were a dominant high school pitcher. I looked at some of the numbers, and you struck out like 400 kids, and you quarterbacked as well, right? You played football a couple years.
I played football all the way till my senior year.
Yeah.
I didn't play. And I kind of credit my freshman year of high school. I've been this big. I've been this big since I was like 14 years old.
Okay, so
my freshman year, I was, you know, 81, 82 miles an hour, you know, kind of learning my body or whatever. And I just remember our high school football coach was like, "Man, I'm gonna make this kid my quarterback. This kid's gonna be, he's gonna be the guy." So I spent the rest of the spring, all of summer, fall. I just never could make the ball spin the right way, but I could throw it, and I threw the football every single day trying to figure it out. And the football side of things never worked out. But come my sophomore year,
were you more of had football worked out? Would you been more of a football guy or a baseball guy?
Ooh, I love football.
You did love football.
I loved it.
Okay.
I don't know. I was always better. I was always better at baseball. I was kind of like.
Okay.
A little bit too small, or not quite fast enough on the football side of things.
Right.
So I don't know that ever would have worked out, you know, kind of looking back at it. But anyway, getting back to my sophomore year, I get on the baseball field and I'm throwing 90 miles an hour. But, you know, they talk about all these weighted balls and everybody's got all these new gimmicks.
You think throwing the football helped?
I think that was the.
Well, you still see guys do that in bullpens and stuff, right?
Sure. Yeah. I love when my pitchers use the football.
Yeah.
So. I don't know. I was throwing 90 miles an hour when I got back, so I think it was because of the football.
How much like the recruiting process for you and in the world of baseball is a little bit different, but did you always want to be a Gator? You're close to Florida, obviously. Was that the school of your choice? Who else, like if you hadn't gone to Florida, where would you have gone?
I always said maybe, I hate to say this now, but if Georgia had, I always – I grew up, something about that red and black.
Sure.
You know, grew up, my high school team was red and black.
Okay.
And, just different things like that. And I kind of but as soon as, Florida offered,
you jumped on it?
Just jumped
right. Yeah.
I was like, I'll give you a call back. I'll let me think about it with my parents. I might have called the guy an hour later.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm coming.
Were you the starting quarterback your junior year in high school going into the season?
No, I never played a snap at quarterback.
Oh, okay. So that
I just figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but in how far were you guys able to go in high school at Denell? And we're visiting with Tommy Boss, by the way, who pitched for the Gators in the 05 College World Series and against Nebraska of all teams at Rosenblatt Stadium. But how far were you able to go in high school? Did you guys go to like a regional final, Final Four, anything like that?
It's funny you talked about a little bit ago, looking back on fly balls that, reminiscing 20 years later.
You never forget.
So my junior year was our best team. We lost in the regional final to Eustis High School.
Okay.
And Eustis went on to win the state championship that year. So we're up. Get me wrong. It was like 4-2, 5-3. It was like a 2-run game. No, it was a 1-run game. I'm sorry. Bases loaded. 3-2 count. 2 outs. So everybody's running. Soon as the thing. Well, there's a fly ball that landed like most baseball fields where the hose coupling is like right behind the mound. Like that fly ball landed right. All 4 of us just looked at it, and the ball dropped. So not only the kid at third scored, the kid from second came around and scored. So they took the lead, and that was like maybe the 6th inning. Well, we literally lost the game because we didn't catch a fly ball on the infield. And
it'll stay with you forever. It's amazing. It's amazing.
From such a small town. Like, I'm still buddies with.
Oh, the whole town's there.
The whole town, but all my buddies are on the team, and we still get together a couple times a year, and it comes up every single time.
It's like when Eve fumbled 3 times against Fleming Island,
That
right?
didn't happen.
It didn't?
No.
I thought you said no?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you know what is crazy, though?
What?
Tommy Boss, he went to Denellen High School.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard that name, my ears perked up.
Oh, Clay?
Clay. That was our last game. They beat. We were up like 21 at
football.
Marty Allen.
What year?
04.
Oh.
They let one guy score 3 touchdowns with like 2 minutes left.
So you remember?
My brother was on that team. So.
Yeah. We were winning. As soon as he said Denellen, I'm like, oh. That was our last
the best
game.
best high school game I've ever been
It was
to.
an amazing. We had the game won. Everybody started leaving.
Oh, my God.
And Buddy scored 3 touchdowns in 2 minutes. It was crazy.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. You guys have a
never forget. So whenever I see my guys who we played with, we always they never gonna leave us.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll do one more. Can you stay for one more segment?
Yeah, sure.
Do one more segment with Tommy. We're hanging out here on a Friday. Tommy Boss is our guest, former Gator pitcher, talking some baseball next on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. The place for Jaguar news.
I just came from the Jaguars locker room, and I tell you what, it was interesting. This is what I learned.
Home of the Jaguars. 1010XL.
Did you know the 2023 Honda CR-V Hybrid never needs to be plugged in? The onboard system charges the batteries for you. When you think Honda, think hybrid. Good for the environment, great for your budget. Visit your local Honda dealer to experience the CR-V of the future today.
We see some patients who come in and they have been in just so much pain for so long that they are just deflated.
But that's about to change because QC Kinetics provides hope for relief using all new regenerative treatments that concentrate your body's own healing properties into aching hips, back, shoulders, and knees. And Dr. Zuckerman, a medical director at QC Kinetics, loves watching the patient transformations.
One of the most amazing things is when I get to see a patient who, after a few months of our treatments, is just a completely different person. They are smiling and happy, and the weight of the world is off their shoulders because we were able to take away their pain.
And that's with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime.
It's just amazing to be able to change people's lives like that. It's very gratifying.
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
All right, gang, when you got a problem, you know what you need? You need a problem solver, and that's what my friends Chad and Sandy at chadandsandy.com are. In fact, they're problem solvers that come with a promise. It's prime home selling season. Right now, home buyers are actively looking, and with mortgage rates stabilizing, now is the ideal time to get your home sold for maximum dollar. Make the smart choice. Hire the agents we're recommending, Chad and Sandy Newman. Look, you may have what you think is a problem, and it's really not one at all. You want maximum equity from your home, but not sure how? Leave that to Chad and Sandy because they are making you this guarantee. Your home will be sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Linden Orange Park, I wanted to move to be closer to family. Heard about Chad and Sandy's success guarantee on the radio. I hired them. My home sold above list in 3 days. Call the agents we're recommending, Chad and Sandy at chadandsandy.com, 904-414-6200, 904-414-6200, or chadandsandy.com.
Are you tired of having a plain and boring backyard? Really want to impress your family and friends this year? Then stop by Stone Core on Phillips Highway. Imagine hosting guests at your new outdoor kitchen, relaxing by your custom-built fireplace under a brand new pergola. Stone Core can also remodel your old pool deck and beautiful new pavers. Make your backyard wishes a reality. Visit Stone Core on Phillips Highway and let's get started at stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing spring specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit beechurstplumbing.com, BETROS plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
If you're at the point where you think you have to live with pain indefinitely, I want to help you get rid of that fear and anxiety. I'm Matt Hayes. Listen to Pain-Free Living with Dr. Mithra Yas and me. Sunday mornings at 10 on 1010XL.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From Roll-and Lock bed covers to Lear toppers to Cam Locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
Are you ready to upgrade your summer vacation? General RV is here to help. This week, you'll get top dollar for your used RV when you trade it in during our Trade Up Sales event, June 14th through the 18th. Whether you're looking for a different model or a whole new way to camp, there's never been a better time to trade up. Don't have an RV to trade in? You can still get up to 40% off our huge selection of RVs, only at General RV, in Orange Park on Wells Road off 295.
If you want to get into broadcasting, 1010XL is partnering with the Broadcasters and Sportscasters Mentoring Group to offer on-air broadcast training to a select few. Find out how you can be mentored at getintobroadcasting.com. Getintobroadcasting.com.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
Waste Management is paying a $5,000 bonus to CDL drivers and heavy truck mechanics for jobs in Jacksonville, Green Cove Springs, Callahan, and St. Augustine. Apply online at wm.com/careers.
Equal Opportunity Employer.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. It's a GFL. That's Green for Life Friday on The Drill.
All right, a couple things. We're visiting with Tommy Boss, a few more minutes.
He was a giant.
We also have some Jumbo Shrimp tickets to give away.
Yeah, we got some Jumbo Shrimp
tickets. What do you got?
And we got a pair of Jumbo Shrimp tickets to be used when actually they have a doubleheader since they got rained out. So we got a pair of Jumbo Shrimp tickets to go see the Jumbo Shrimp. You can use them anytime between today and Sunday. Use them on Father's Day.
You got for the weekend. So 641-1010 right now. Just be kind and courteous, and you can get some tickets. Tommy, I think we differ on this. This is where the only part of you that I don't like, I believe, is that you would probably be an Atlanta Braves fan, is my guess. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Something about TBS. 7 o'clock games when you were a kid in the 90s. Just
slap me in the face. It's just the brutality continues no matter who comes in here.
I'm sorry.
Braves fan, and I just sit there and watch my team. And it's a torturous thing, Tommy. It's torturous. It's thank God we had a good high school season. I was able to enjoy that so much because that kept me going as the Mets went off the deep end here.
Did somebody steal home on the Mets?
Yes, they did. And not only did they steal home, I felt like it was the Yankees.
Oh, yeah, it was the Yankees.
I felt like they had a lefty pitcher in, Brooks Raley.
Yeah.
And I felt like Escobar's at third. And if a guy's taking too big of a lead and you're positioned defensively away from third, aren't you taught to kind of move over or at least get him to take a couple steps back?
Yeah, I would think so.
And he just stood there, and the dude kept going down the line. And he kept going down the line. And Escobar didn't move. And then I think Escobar didn't say anything either. And off he went.
I don't know. So my high school coach was old school, and he taught me, like, if there's a squeeze play, just throw the ball at the hitter's forehead. Like, hit the batter, and then we'll start over.
Right.
And I think that may be what he tried to do because the ball kind of sailed high and arm side, went right over the guy's head. So I don't know if he saw it last minute and just tried to drill the batter.
Maybe that was what he was trying to do.
But who knows? But, yeah, it was
yeah, that's the kind of we had all kind. I mean, we had and then don't get me started with the umpires, but they called McNeil for in the shift. You know, you can't shift anymore, but he was on the right side, but he was right on the line. But the rule is, according to the rule, he was fine. But they said he was over the line, and it was one thing. Bad base running. Nimmo gets picked off at second base. I just don't understand. But this isn't about the Mets. We're just talking about Major League Baseball. But as you watch Major League Baseball with your trained eye, and as these guys they throw harder and harder as a pitcher, what do you see from all these pitchers, these specialists now? Like, what are your impressions of the game of baseball today versus, say, when you were growing up and had dreams and hopes of playing one day in the major leagues?
It's just the sheer power.
Yeah.
Between the guys on the mound and the guys at the plate, and they put those exit velocities on the swing up there, and when they square it up, it's 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And the guys on the mound are mid to upper 90s, just about every single one of them. It's crazy to me because I feel like I was a pretty big and strong guy, and I think 93 might have been my best bolt ever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how in the world do these guys throw? Similar bodies to what I have, and they're throwing 100 miles an hour. So I guess the training and whatever, maybe my little football toss that I was doing wasn't quite what I should have been doing. I don't know, but man, just the sheer power of the game is unreal. Like we just had a little kids camp out at Providence, and told these kids, I'm like, man, we go through an R&Care routine, and I give them some things that they can take with them, and I'm like, I feel bad for you guys. Like when I was a kid, like 90 was like benchmark. Yeah, if you could get to 90, you could go play decent college baseball, have a chance to play professionally. It's 95, 96 now. And also you got to be able to hit it. Like, how do you hit that?
Well, it's a great question. That's what I ask Daniel Murphy all the time, and as he goes off and chases his adventure off to where is he? Salt Lake City. He's heading to Salt Lake now to play AAA baseball. He's unbelievable, but and I know he came out around Providence a few times. He's a great family, and I know you're obviously good friends with Jonathan. You guys run a travel baseball group together. How many teams do y'all have? Bunch, right? 5, 6?
5 or 6.
5 or 6?
7.
Yeah.
Like that.
But going back to the pitching, how do you marvel at, like you hit in high school, and you were a good hitter.
I like to think so.
You decent. You had decent numbers. My point is, the two-way thing is kind of coming back a little bit. And I don't know if it's Ohtani and but they don't understand that Shohei Ohtani is like Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
There's nobody can do what he hit his 22nd home run last night and won the game on the mound. Wow. How do you do that at the major league level?
It's unreal. We were in Atlanta last summer and got to see him pitch.
Yeah.
Just in person, watching what he can make the baseball do.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
And you know what surprised me about him is size.
Yeah.
He's a big dude, and I've seen him with like a tank. His shoulders are like out here.
You see how big Jack is? Florida's
Yeah.
Caglione. Right? That guy's a monster.
He is and what would you do with him at the professional level? Is he a pitcher? 99 from the left?
That plays. So does 30-something home runs.
But 31. He was hitting the ball out of this Nebraska Stadium yesterday.
You got it.
What do you do? Both? Yeah, until he can't?
Has to. And he's got a pretty good fallback plan. Either one of them, he's elite at. So I'd let the guy ride doing both.
Is he Shohei-ish?
Well, he is at that level, but I don't know if he can do it.
I don't know if it translates.
Yeah.
But man,
but at that level, he hit more only one SEC player ever hit more home runs than he hit this year. A guy from LSU, I think, hit 40 one year. I don't know who he is.
Back in the drop 5 bats and
probably. You do now. You weren't in that era, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, where the 21-15 College World Series final game.
No. That wasn't.
That would have drove you nuts pitching in those games. Oh my gosh.
Would have been scary.
Pop-ups just keep going and going and going. So, what do you like most about high school baseball versus like college?
The developmental side.
Yeah.
Like I like being able to work with the kids. And, the kids that will take coaching and will listen. Those are my favorite guys.
Yeah.
And you can see progress, from week to week if we're trying to. One of our kids were trying to shape a breaking ball, so it's not a one bullpen fix.
Right.
A lot of times, some guys are good enough athletes where you show them a grip, and next thing you know,
they got it.
They're throwing it.
Yeah.
But some guys, it takes a little bit.
Yeah.
And just being with the kids, to me, baseball's baseball. Like, especially a place like Providence, like we're playing some pretty high end baseball against high end competition. The city of Jacksonville itself, with just all the teams that we play. It is unreal. Like
it's amazing.
Coming from Dunellen to this, to playing, and you almost got to be ready to hit 90 miles an hour just about every game.
Yeah.
Because no matter who you play, they all got a gun. And, when you're a halfway decent team, you're going to see that gun most of the time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It was I had a great experience. I couldn't be more happy where we're at right now.
Good.
Excited to build the future.
Yeah. And, that's what you enjoy, most about this high school baseball. There's so much talent, and yet, and I see it every year in this area, right? I think the high school baseball is off the chains in Jacksonville and the surrounding area. But yet, to make it to the major leagues, the amount of luck, you got to have, obviously, God-given ability. There's only, everybody has a ceiling, I think, or, at different levels. But there's only, and there was a kid the other day who's pitching for the Reds. He got called up. He's 27. He pitched to Ponte Vedra. Then the family moved to Michigan. But he made it to, and the kid out in San Francisco went to Sandalwood. I mean, and there's a bunch of other ones that are sprinkled in. The amount of talent is great, but it's like winning the lottery. As people got to understand it, and that's why, Tommy Boss, when you're 8 and 9 years old, just enjoy the game and learn the game and have fun.
Have fun.
If you're having fun, you're gonna be halfway there. It's great seeing you, man.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate all that you did. You should have been the 3A Coach of the Year. You came in 3rd place.
Was it?
Doggone it.
Oh well. We'll try to shoot for it next year.
Next year, I'd like to see you bring that thing home. And congrats on the success of Providence. Congrats on your family. Got a beautiful family, good folks. Mom and Dad still come watch you coach.
Yeah, they come up.
Yeah.
They come up from time to time.
Did your dad teach you baseball?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. My dad was a football player back in our
He's a
little
big
hometown.
dude.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Played some linebacker, offensive line.
So they're Denellen too?
They still live in the same house.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, so he was always, the cool thing about my dad, just like all these other people, like he was never too tired to come catch a bullpen.
Right.
So I was always out throwing with him in the yard and him throwing BP and stuff like that. So pretty cool.
Happy Father's Day, Tom.
Yeah, man.
Tommy Boss, he's the head coach of Providence and great in the Jacksonville baseball community. Always available. We appreciate it. Him spending the hour with us. Come back to the 9 o'clock. We'll get nasty now. Tommy's leaving. We can tell some good stories. Coming up next right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Jump on Gators baseball here. 1010XL.
It's the SEC's best versus the ACC's best. The Gators roll into Omaha, Florida, and Virginia tonight at 7 on 1010 AM.
Here's Linda Beaver.
We know that you have options when it comes to buying or servicing your vehicle. We also know that not all experiences are created equal. We promise when you choose to do business with Beaver, you will always get a genuine smile when you arrive, commitment to what you need to accomplish with your purchase or service, and lifelong relationships with a team that cares. Pair all that with a huge selection of inventory. You can't go wrong with Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We promise we're here to wow ya.
The First Coast has voted. Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is proud to be chosen as Bold City's best in the orthopedic practice and physical therapy and rehab centers categories once again. For the last 29 years, JOI has continually strived for the highest level of orthopedic surgery and rehab care. As the needs of the community evolve, so will they. That's why coaches, parents, and athletes choose JOI. Call them at JOI 2000 or visit JOI.net. JOI, where the pros go.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping clients all over Florida with their construction perm loans for 34 years. Construction perm loans are not easy to find because a lot of banks and credit unions don't understand them, and therefore they don't like to do them. Well, your problem is solved. Trustline Mortgage wants to help you build your dream home. Our construction perm loans are single close, so you save money by not having to close twice, like with other lenders. Some of our construction perm loans allow you to lock in your interest rate up front. And if interest rates go down, we'll give you the better rate. We offer up to 100% VA loans, up to 96.5% for FHA loans, and up to 95% for conventional loans. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. That's 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you build your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing lender. MLS number 331480.
How far is it from the surface of the earth to the core of the earth?
Is your home your most valuable asset? It is for most of us. And Southern Oak Insurance recommends an annual review. Log on to southernoak.com for more information.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
From the surface to the core of the earth is about 1,800 miles and has a temperature of over 9,000 degrees, hotter than the sun.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
It's tune-up time, and Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars, wants to partner with you for a cool summer season. Tune up your AC unit right now so it's running at peak performance when you need it most. Just call 777-4300 and order a tune-up for just $59. Keep your unit humming at optimal level. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com and take advantage of their savings. Keep cool with Florida Home AC. That's 777-4300.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, brought to you by the YMCA of Florida's First Coast IMET. The number 2 ranked Florida Gators are in action this evening versus the 7th ranked Virginia in the College World Series. Florida and Virginia last met in 2015 for 3 games in Omaha, with the Cavaliers winning 2 of the 3, despite Florida's outscoring UVA 15-11. First pitch is at 7 p.m. And Thursday's scheduled contest between the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and the Memphis Redbirds has been postponed due to inclement weather. The game will be made up as a part of a doubleheader today beginning at 5:05 p.m. Both contests will be 7 innings in length. And in some more local news, the Jaguars Community Huddle continues today. It will be held at Extreme Wings on Roosevelt Boulevard from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. At 9:03, it's 76 degrees. Your time and your temperature is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah! Let it play!
Oh, yeah. Go, Dan.
Uncle Leo!
Go, Dan. Go, Dan. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah! Right. Take it, Leo!
What you gonna do with it, Dan? You make me feel like dancing.
You make me feel like dancing. You make me feel like dancing. You know what I feel like doing?
Talk to me. Ow. Ow.
Big finish.
Ow. Ow.
All right, enough of that. Welcome back to the program, 9 o'clock nasty. Thank you to Tommy Boss for hanging out. Good dude, man. Good baseball guy. And terrific college baseball player.
and a terrific coach. So wish him well throughout the summer. Thanks for spending some time with us as we fix the world of youth baseball. There's a little bug flying. I think I just got him. A little bug flying around here. He's about to go into my big fat mouth.
You got him?
And I'm going to go.
You got him?
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah.
I got him. I took care of that thing. So a lot of talk about the Simmons kid, who we were talking about on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. You know, they feel like if he can come in this year and be like sort of like a backup like Tebow was, and just get some reps and then compete with Lagway for the job in 24. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let's talk some Jaguars football for just a second, man.
Okay.
As we look ahead to the upcoming season and everything that's going on with Jacksonville and the excitement. We've talked a lot about the stadium this morning and everything that we feel like is happening. But yesterday we had a discussion, and we almost did a bet, but we didn't at the last second. But when you talk about teams that are locks for the playoffs, the Jaguars are one of those teams. In the AFC, we're talking specifically. And what we think that the Chiefs have won the AFC West like, I don't know, 6 years in a row. And I don't feel like there's anybody there who is going to challenge them, okay? You look at the North, where the Bengals are heavily favored. But, again, I think that's a little bit tougher division than people let on. I think the Ravens could battle the Bengals. And that was one of the reasons why, you know, you just play the odds when you talk about teams that are locks to make the playoffs, and they change every year. So when we start talking about the AFC, it was Chiefs, it was Bengals, it was Jaguars, and it was Bills. Those were the four. So that's where we were. That's where we were focused on. I didn't want to do it just because I don't want to.
Because it's scary.
I would do it, except I don't want to root against the Jags.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
I don't want to root against the Jags.
Okay.
And then you wouldn't put the Ravens in. So that's where we
No.
were, which I that's fine. But that's where the stalemate came with you and I. But my point is this. Think about this football team from just a year ago to today.
You weren't even supposed to be here.
I mean, nobody was even talking about them making the playoffs last year. Oh, if we can just improve and get to 6 or 7 wins, that'd be great.
What we did last year is what we were hoping to do this season.
Correct. So here we are now, a year ahead of schedule in a way. But and you had Trevor, who played so well in the second half of the season. Now, if he can take off and continue his play, and again, this is what I invite Jags fans to do, and we're going to do this summer some on the drill. But go back and look at the big-time throws the kid made week after week after week to bring this team back from these football games. Again, I saw the Ravens one the other day.
I was going to ask you, which one stands out the most?
Well,
to you
I mean, the Ravens, because it was – now, there are other ones. We were down –
Right.
What were we down to the Raiders?
Wasn't we down like 17?
Yeah. And what were we down to the Cowboys?
A lot.
Yeah. So, but go back and look at the Ravens game where there was a 4th and 8 at the end of the game is do or die.
Yeah.
4th and 5, again, do or die.
Yeah.
2-point conversion, do or die.
Yeah.
That's what he was able to work his way through against the Ravens, against the Cowboys, against the Raiders, against the Titans, against the, Chargers, obviously. So, let's go to the phone lines. We had a couple guys checking in. I think Charlton K wants to get ready for the College World Series. Good morning, Charlton K.
Good morning, Daniel, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. A couple thoughts.
All right.
All right. I'm hoping that from a Jaguars perspective that we see more of second half Trevor against the Chargers than first half Trevor against the Chargers.
Well, I think you will.
I think that's good. Yeah, I mean, I do too. I mean, I'm not.
Your initial reaction was, Like, is there any question? Do you have a question in your mind about Trevor still? Is there still something that he has to do for you to become a true believer?
No, I'm 100% in on him.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sold on the guys we got catching the ball.
Okay.
But
all right.
That's a whole nother story.
All right.
And I think that's a fair point. I wanted to weigh in with you on your stadium rant this morning, which I enjoyed.
Okay.
Prosser-esque.
It was not.
Got a little passion.
It was passionate, but it wasn't Prosser-esque. I wasn't yelling, was I?
Well, I don't really understand why you're trying to attack the homeboys in St. Johns County and us over in the Double C. I mean,
what, you guys can't you can't kick in?
Well, time out now.
By the way, by the way, time out for you. I didn't attack. I said, don't worry, it's on me. Come on in. You're welcome to come to my house.
We've spent many dollars in Duval County from both standpoints, so you might want to say just a thank you would be nice. Now,
you want me to thank you? Wait a minute.
Not me. Thank the Googans from Clay County, from Nassau, and from St. John's for coming into your supposed Duval County.
Yes.
Dropping coins all the time. Every time we come to support a concert or a baseball game or a football game or whatever else event they have at the arena, we are dropping tax revenue in your pocket. But we don't get a thing. So I just like for you to say thank you. Thank you, Googans from surrounding counties, for dropping tax dollars.
There you go.
Is Prosser walking naked to San Antonio today, by the way?
No.
But no, I've got an idea on how to pay for the stadium.
Okay.
Because we always talk about, we play that one game in London, and why do we play that one game in London, Dan?
For money.
Because we make so much money on it. We make as much money on that one game as we make on the other 8 home games.
He calls it the bag. We make the bag on that.
Right. So why don't we just play a whole schedule over in London for a year and then take all those revenues and put that towards the stadium?
Okay. Great idea. Thanks for calling, Charlton. Get him out of here. I mean, what the hell? What was he doing?
I don't know.
I don't know. Get Ox in here.
I don't know how you're still friends with him, man.
Let's get a Hall of Famer in here. True Hall of Famer.
Good morning, Guggen.
Ox will have a better take. I don't care what it is. It might be on toilet paper, but it's going to be better than what I just heard from Charlton.
I have a point of order.
Yes.
And it's along the same lines. It's in regards to the Jaguars. And you see people on Twitter every time something like this comes up. You see all these groups. Oh, why don't we spend this money on the parks? Why don't we spend this money on the library?
Yeah.
Why don't we spend this money on this or that?
Yeah.
Because you don't have 65,000 people rolling downtown to go to the library.
They don't do that?
I mean, you got 8 homeless people at that library downtown that we spend millions of dollars on.
Yeah. We have a nice library, don't we, Ox?
Yeah, we do. We've got plenty of them, and you can drive by any of them any time of day, and the parking lot's generally empty.
People don't read anymore, Ox?
Well, I'm not trying to say libraries aren't important, or parks aren't important, but the Jaguars are also important.
Yeah.
And the Jaguars generate income for residents of this area.
Mm-hmm.
They create tax dollars. They create jobs. They create things that are useful.
Mm-hmm.
Parks are necessary. Libraries are necessary. But, I mean, what are you employing? 7 librarians down there? I mean, who cares? Spend the money and quit complaining about parks and libraries every time the Jaguars ask the city for money. Because if we want to be a real city and we don't want to be like, I mean, Birmingham, I travel a lot for work.
Yeah.
You go to downtown Indianapolis. You go to downtown Nashville. I was in Nashville last week.
Yeah.
These are major cities that are fun to be in.
Yeah.
Our downtown, what are you going to do downtown? You're going to go down there and visit the Sulzbacher Center? There's nothing to do down there, and it creates pride for the area. It's a great thing. So I wish these people, and I know I'm probably preaching to the choir being here.
Right.
But I mean, it's a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tired of hearing all this negativity or seeing all this negativity from these rubes on Twitter. It just pisses me off.
Well,
and then I got Mr. 10 saying go to London. He's an idiot, too.
Thank you, Ox.
See you.
See, I knew it'd be more entertaining. Charlton's going to come back, and he's going to be angry. He'll come on the text line and say some awful things about the Gator, and deep down, we're just all friends here. We just want our stadium built. Thank God, Steve. I think Steve wants to talk football. So let's go back to the football segment here and visit with Steve. Hello, Steve.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Hey, so my thing with Trevor Lawrence, what if he does regress Kyler Murray regressed. Look where he's at.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to have a back-to-back year. He's got to prove it again for me to be a believer. I mean, we had a lot of things go our way.
Yeah, for sure.
That may not have gone. We may not be saying the same thing. He did get better, obviously, for sure. And then the other thing on the stadium, it's a two-part thing. Other part of the stadium is the reason why they probably won't spend the $2 billion is because that infrastructure in downtown is not there at the time. I wish they would, but I don't think those renderings are going to look anything like what we're going to get.
Why is that?
Go ahead. I just don't think they're going to spend that kind of money down. There's a lot more things that need to be done downtown, unfortunately. I wish they would, but I don't think they're going to. That infrastructure's not there.
Well, then that's a fair point, and it'll be interesting to see how they come up with the money because the price tag is there. And, you know, again, the biggest deal with the stadium, to get back to the stadium, and we talked about this a great deal earlier in the morning, but be glad to make the points again. It's time, one way or the other. It's time. And if you're going to do it, let's go all in one time and see how it works. I think it's going to revitalize, it's going to rejuvenate, it's going to make downtown Jacksonville more of a destination on so many different levels. Again, we're not just talking Jaguar football here, okay? I think we're talking other ways to use the venue, right? Concerts and such. You know, the big boys will be coming. How about down the road, does this put us actually in the hunt for a college football playoff game? That new I don't know that it will. Trust me. I mean, the monies that you have to spend to get it, I don't know that we can compete with the Atlantas, the Dallases, you know. But if we have that stadium, state of the art in Jacksonville, a football hungry community, maybe it would. Maybe it would allow us to do that. Maybe we could be. I don't know what the landscape of college football is going to look like anyway. So don't get me wrong, but there are endless possibilities with that stadium. I hope that, again, we take the whatever it is price tag, $2 billion, and split it and see what happens, man. See what happens one time in Jacksonville, Florida. Let's go for it, and let's see how it works out. You know, it's like I said, it's go time. The Jags want it, and there's a price of doing business in a multi-billion-dollar industry. So that's what they're going to have to do if they want to do it. I don't know how much you can take away from the renderings and all the other different things that they want. I know there's a lot of discussion about the canopy, and is it going to be sweltering in there? I can't imagine that they would do something like that without having studied it from every type of angle that they need to know exactly what it's going to cost, or the type of temperatures that they're going to be. I suspect they would be fine. We'll get one more call in this segment, and then we'll move on. Harry, go ahead, Harry.
Yeah, Dan, you made some good points, but I don't know if everything like you just covered is being emphasized on about if they develop the downtown, it's going to bring in money, and I think a lot of people like myself like to go on numbers. I don't know if they have any numbers to give as far as what's it going to cost or whatever, but we need to make this happen. People don't understand that it's going, like you said, it's going to open up other avenues once they develop the downtown, and it won't be so much a tax burden on the taxpayers who we're worried about.
Right. And by the way, and thank you, Harry, for the call. I want to say this. And again, this is a sports talk station, so I don't feel like there's a ton of negativity out there right now. There's some, but do you, when you talk to people, don't most people want to do this?
For the most part, yes.
I think
majority wants to.
And again, I would never let it get to a vote because I would suspect that if you got it to a vote, then it might be a different story. But I do feel like, and again, I also understand that I talk to sports fans all the time. That's what I am. That's who I am. But I get the feeling in discussing this with various people that everybody wants it done, and that everybody understands. It's play that Lamping one that you played earlier. It's real quick, but it's simple, and it's time. He said it's time. It's, and that's where we are. That's where we need to be going forward, and it makes total sense to me. So, Mark Lamping commenting on the Frangie show the other day, because, again, to their credit, if you want questions like Harry's questions, you can go to any of these Jaguar huddles and listen to those guys. They're very transparent. They tell you exactly what they feel, think, and want.
This is our time. The city's on fire. The Jaguars are ascending. We have a new mayor, and let's not let this opportunity pass us by.
Right. It's that simple. There's the opportunity. Take the opportunity. It's time. There's no, well, let's put it off for 5 years. You can't do that. The stadium is decrepit. It takes away from the fan experience. It really does. So it's time. And we've got to figure out a way to get it built. And again, in a perfect world, and this is why I'm not a billionaire, because I've had these discussions with people. I was like, well, if I was Shad Khan, you know what? I'll pay for it all, and then I'm keeping it all. Well, it doesn't work that way, okay? And by the way, that's not how billionaires get to be billionaires. So, he's investing a huge amount and has invested a huge amount into the city. He wants the team here. He's never wavered. He could have, remember this too now. Remember this. He could have sold this team, or not sold, moved this team, and the value of the team would have skyrocketed on any time in his 10 years. He could have said, you know what, I bought the team. I said I was going to keep it in Jacksonville. I don't think it's working. We're going to wherever. And some other city would build him a huge stadium, and if he went to a big market, it would be worth more money right off the rip.
Man, you know how sad it'll be out here if we lost the Jags? If he would have did that, man.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. We're a I told you all this morning, we're a pro football town now. We're not a college football town anymore. And I'm Florida Gator, born and Gator bred. I'll be a Gator till I'm dead. Love them. Love the Natties that we win in other sports. 47 of them, me. I don't know if you know that. But this is about pro football now. This is about our team, our town. It's the Buffalo Bills are Buffalo. The Jacksonville Jaguars are Jacksonville. I don't ever want them to, if you want to negotiate, hey, we'll pay half, no more games in London. That's something you want to address it. Maybe that's a way to go. I don't know. But I just think it's, or only one game in London, only one home game ever in London. I would put, I'd get that in there. We're not going to do 2 or 3.
You got to get the language right.
Yeah, you got to get the language right. But let's get it done. Let's build what they want to build, and let's see. Let's see if we can become Nashville or Indianapolis or, shoot, I always say put the roller coaster in. I still think it would work, by the way, but that's just me. That was our idea years ago, and everybody poo-pooed it, but everybody who was important. But I'm telling you, sometimes the common man with a common brain has a fantastic idea.
Sometimes it works, yep.
And I'm just telling you, we probably would have already made enough money to pay our fair share of the stadium had we put in the roller coaster 8 years ago when we first brought it up.
Before the billionaire becomes a billionaire, he's a common man.
Common man. I don't think I'm going to become a billionaire. However, I know I'm a common man. This is the drill.
We do things as a team, gentlemen.
Jacksonville's live and local sports radio.
We cannot be defeated.
1010XL.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Want a low down payment and a low monthly payment on your next ride? Then you've got to go to Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Mia here. Right now, you can buy a pre-owned 2019 Toyota Corolla for just $1,000 down and $288 a month. Or you choose a pre-owned 2020 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for just $1,000 down and $388 a month. With over 400 used in stock plus more than 100 vehicles under $18,000, don't wait. 10939 Atlantic Boulevard and online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Mike Dempsey for Dandy Foods, and happy to report that Dandy has brand new goodies out there, only available at select gate locations. 4 delicious new lunch items to choose from: a hot roast beef and provolone, an Italian Cabo that'll melt in your mouth, spicy buffalo chicken, or a big old juicy 100% beef cheeseburger. They're all served on fresh ciabatta bread, baked locally and delivered daily, just as you'd expect from the folks that bring you fresh, never frozen goodness.
Got that hometown flavor creeping up on you. Yeah.
Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying. They can also signal a major problem or electrical emergency. So leave it to the pros and Mr. Sparky.
888 Sparky. Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
Mike Dempsey for Tire Outlet. Are you looking for the best deal on your next set of tires? Tire Outlet never falls flat. We offer the best selection, best quality, and best prices on tires so that you can find the right ones for your vehicle. With over 40 years of experience, 15 locations across Florida, and a legendary price match guarantee, you can trust that your vehicle is in great hands. Our skilled technicians are ready to maintain and repair your vehicle to keep it operating its best. Tire Outlet. Wholesale prices, premium service.
Tire Outlet. This Father's Day, tell your dad you're a fan with gift ideas from Woody's Barbecue, Woodcraft of Jacksonville, and Tank America.
That's awesome.
Gift ideas for Father's Day are a click away at 1010XL.com.
Hey, fact, we all want to feel better, especially, when your back hurts every day, day after day, that pain shooting down your leg. You know who you are, and you know if that back hurts. And you know if you have bulging discs, herniated discs, sciatica stenosis, you need to go see my friend Dr. Alan Nathans at Nathans Family Chiropractic. This guy is going to get you right. And I know you've heard that before, but trust me on this one. He's got a no-needle regenerative clinic. He's part of the 100-Year Lifestyle Network. You've heard us talk about him. Folks are living longer, man. He's got that DRX 9000 non-surgical decompression table. And no pain. It gently unbulges, it unherniates the discs that are causing the back pain, and you don't have to do another cortisone injection. Listen, gang, make the appointment today. Do yourself a favor. You want to golf, you want to run, you want to do things, right? Check out Dr. Nathans and the 100-Year Lifestyle at drnathans.com. You'll thank me later. drnathans.com.
Drivers and heavy truck mechanics. If you like sports, then you're going to love working at Waste Management.
We have a team atmosphere here where we're looking out for one another. We jump in to help out.
Listen up. WM is now offering a $5,000 new hire bonus to CDL drivers and heavy truck mechanics for jobs at our sites in Jacksonville, Green Cove Springs, Callahan, and St. Augustine.
It's camaraderie. It's everything. I like it.
Steady work, competitive pay, weekly paychecks, opportunities for overtime, paid training, and a generous boot and tool allowance.
Plus, over-the-top benefits like 100% tuition coverage for you and your family, and home every day.
CDL drivers and heavy truck mechanics. Apply online at WM.com/careers. That's WM.com/careers. Search driver and mechanic jobs in Jacksonville, Green Cove Springs, Callahan, and St. Augustine, Florida.
A people first, military friendly, equal opportunity employer. We are WM.
Did you know that all graduates of Local 234's apprenticeship program are licensed journeymen? That means all plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC techs will have hundreds of hours of experience and have passed the Jacksonville City Licensed Journeyman exam. They're the best trained and safest skilled tradespeople in the industry. Don't leave yourself exposed to inadequate workmanship or even danger. Always hire a licensed journeyman. Local 234. Make the right connection. Equal opportunity employer.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. They were fantastic in setting up my car loan. I've never had a bad experience, and I've banked with them for years. I trust First Florida Credit Union. I go to the branch off 210 in St. Johns County and the New Durban location, but they have 10 branches in the Jacksonville area. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Okay, next time you're at the store, I dare you to not think about the unmistakable fresh, clean scent of Irish Spring. Yeah, you heard me. I want you to resist picturing a shower filled with those sensational Irish Spring suds. And if you succeed, well, you got what my gramps used to call resolutitude. Not a real word, but let's be honest, you're probably going to end up leaving with Irish Spring because of its irresistible scent and because you have zero resolutitude. Pick up Irish Spring at Walmart today.
Learn the secrets to bring your A game on the Edwin Watts Golf Hour.
Yeah, well, you really crushed that ball off the tee, I'll tell you what.
Learn the latest on new equipment from all the major manufacturers on the Edwin Watts Golf Hour. Saturday morning at 10 on 1010XL. 1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. Lots of good talk today, hanging out. Encourage you Googans to, if you can, to check out the Tristan Bailey golf outing. It's coming up in November, but you can register this weekend, save some ducats. It's November 6th at St. John's Golf and Country Club. It's a real family-type atmosphere. Lots of fun things going on out there. It'll be a great day. Tommy Boss came in. We talked about the College World Series, his experiences. He pitched against Nebraska in Omaha. What a great...
That's pretty legit.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that guy, you know, that's a thrill of a lifetime right
Absolutely.
there. Right? I mean, you do that. And yet we talk about these moments that we all have, and you and him... Your high school played his high school around the same time.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
And
I had no clue.
You guys choked away a game, and he even
He remembers it.
Yeah, he remembers it.
It happened just like that.
Yeah. I mean, he's rattling off. One guy scores 3. I mean, it was great stuff, man.
Cringy.
So, yeah, cringy for you, but great stuff. That was your what year?
My senior year.
That was it?
Yeah, that was the last
That
time.
was your last game?
That was the last time I played ball. Stepped on the field. We all cried. Yeah.
Oh, you must have cried like a baby.
Yeah.
That was awful. What a choke job by Clay.
It was. It was. And I'm sure my coaches are listening right now. They know.
They're cringing.
They know.
What did we do? So it was a pick six. They recover a pooch kick, score on like a couple plays later.
And like a punt
then stop you, and then they punt it to him, and he takes it back.
And they
bang, bang, bang. 3 touchdowns in like 3 minutes.
It's like one kid beat us. Yeah. It was that one kid.
Might have want to not punt it towards him.
Things happen, man.
Did your jaw drop?
Too busy crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't believe it.
Kid was good, though, huh?
Yeah, he was a stud. He was a stud, like, fast. Like,
and the winner then went on to play Bowles and Riley Skinner.
Riley Skinner, yep.
That is too funny. And you had beaten them earlier in the year.
We already beat Riley. And it was Corky. It was Corky
yeah.
back then.
Oh, for sure.
And Riley tapped that behind.
Mm-hmm.
They tapped that ass.
Mm-hmm.
And they went on to win state.
They took your state title.
They did. So that's outrageous. Hey, Riley, give me that. Give me that.
You owe me that ring. Oh, it's incredible, man. It's great that you have, but you know what the great time, and again, I've always said this, man, and it's a statement that has lived throughout, and I don't have it in front of me, but basically, and this is what you do, because everybody has a failure memory in sport, too. Not everything always goes your way.
Yeah.
The other guys are playing and trying to win, too. And so there was always this statement that we always have talked about, and it's about the credit going to the man in the arena.
Mm-hmm.
His face is marred with dust and sweat and blood. He knows the great enthusiasm, the great devotions, and in the end, he triumphs. But if he fails, at least he fails greatly, so that his place shall never be with the cold and timid souls who knew neither victory nor defeat. In other words, you're in the arena, man.
That's deep.
It's deep. And I just rattled it off, didn't I?
Damn,
Did I look at anything?
No, you didn't.
Did I have it?
You looked at me in my eyes.
Right in your eyes. I was telling you that story.
That's deep.
I was taking you back to 18-year-old E, trying to cheer you up, because I can still see the tears in your eyes as you think about that devastating loss.
It hurt.
It hurt. That hurt for a long time.
I wanted to football a little bit more.
Yeah. At least one more.
At least.
And you knew you were going to beat Bowles.
Well, at least we thought we were.
Of course, they probably would have beat you.
I don't think so.
No?
No. And Riley, no.
He knew?
He knows.
All right. Do you have what's trending? Oh, he does. Just threw that at him.
Number 5.
Number 5.
So, Dan.
Yes, sir.
How are you with Rubik's Cubes?
Oh, I tell you what. I ain't 3.3 seconds good. And actually, I know people who can do it, not that fast, but like in a minute. I can't. I don't see it.
I'm with you.
I'm an idiot. I'm a common man. Yeah, I don't know if you know this. I'm a common man with a common brain.
Yeah. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a cube. You should be able to put the colors on the same side.
Yes. Now, there's a little bit of it's not a controversy, but a question about it.
Uh-huh.
And we'll ask. So tell everybody first what happened.
So the average person takes around a couple hours to solve a Rubik's Cube.
Right.
For the first time, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Max Park, he set a new world record when he solved a 3x3x3 cube in 3.1 seconds, beating the previous record of 3.4 seconds.
It was unbelievable.
It was crazy.
But here's the question, as far as world record. So the kid's sitting at the table. It's a kid, right? He's a young kid.
Yeah, it looks pretty young.
I mean, maybe 16, 17, 18?
Yeah, no more than 18.
Okay. So he's sitting at the table, and they unveil the cube.
Yeah.
Now, they give him time to look at the cube.
He looked at it, yeah.
So he looks at the way it's set up. They don't just, to me, it should be like, here's the cube, go. They don't do it that way. So he got, I would say, 30 seconds?
Because I was like, I thought this headline said 3.1, and he's over here looking at it. I'm like, no. And then he set it down.
Now, again, that doesn't take away from me being extremely impressed. Him going, wick, 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 done. You know, I don't know how the hell he did it. I couldn't do it. You give me 3 days, I probably can't do it.
Even if I knew the pattern of what, I can't move that as fast as he did.
It was like this, E. I'm going to do the sound effects for you. Wick, 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 done.
That's wick, 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 wick.
That's 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take away from it, but what I read was some folks were like, well, why does he get to look at it for that long? That helps, obviously, him decide the wick, 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 wick ways he's going to do it. But anyway, nonetheless, I was
very
cool.
impressive.
That was impressive.
Number 4.
Now, I know you enjoy your Fireball.
Oh, don't I?
How about Modelo? The beer.
Me and Aaron Gordon.
By the way, they celebrated the parade. It was pretty.
That was great.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm even more of a fan of the coach.
The coach was hammered.
Yes.
And
did you see what they were drinking?
Modelo.
They also had Fireball.
Oh, did they?
They had Fireball.
Did you see what Aaron Gordon said? This isn't about that?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. It's funny you say that because I don't know what Modelo is, but I was watching this guy and he goes something like, have you been able to process this yet? Or something like the reporter's asking Aaron Gordon. He goes, honestly, I'm just processing all these Modelos I drank. And then Jokic is up there F-bombing.
Yeah.
And then somebody introduced the coach and said, he came in as a coach's son. He leaves as the Lakers' daddy.
Yeah, they were wilding.
They were having good.
Oh, yeah, they're having good. They deserve it, man. Good for them.
That's what you should do at the parade.
Absolutely.
It's what the professional sports parade has become.
Yeah.
You get drunk.
No shirt.
No shirt. You spout things off.
And Jokic, I love him. Oh, at first, I do not want to come to parade.
Yeah.
But I lie. I love parade.
Best day of my bleeping life.
Couple of F-bombs.
Lot of bleeps.
But back to Modelo.
Yes.
Bud Light is no longer America's top-selling beer as it loses its crown. So Modelo.
Oh, Modelo.
Yeah. That's probably why they have Modelo there.
Well, he was into the Modelos, Aaron Gordon. It was a great.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Free agent quarterback Carson Wentz is in the news.
What's he doing?
He's been spending time in Tampa and working with former Raiders coach John Gruden. The former Eagle, Colt, and Commander intends to play football this season.
As a backup.
I hope so.
As a backup somewhere. Because he ain't. I'm glad he's working with John Gruden. I wish him nothing but the best. But he's had a full. The weirdest thing about Carson Wentz was he wasn't bad in Indy. They just didn't like him.
Well, he did that to himself.
Yeah.
I think he kind of came in there with a bad name.
They didn't like him.
Yeah.
And that's what killed him. He had a good year. And then, of course, he blew the last 2 games of the year. They couldn't win to get in the playoffs, the Vegas and the Jags. So I get that part. But he definitely, I mean, wasn't worth getting rid of him for Matt Ryan.
No.
But then he went to Washington. I mean, it's too much.
Number 2.
Maybe the injury got him. I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah. And some sad news, Dan, we kind of spoke about this off air.
Okay.
Ray Lewis, his
yeah.
son passed away at 28 years old. Now, the cause of death is unknown, and I tried to stay away from those, but,
it's a horrible story, and it's probably not a good cause of death because he was 28.
Right.
You generally just don't expire at 28. So, and it's funny, not funny, it's sad, but I remember watching, I think it might have been the Football Life of Ray Lewis, and he was at a high school game watching
him,
his son.
I think, I seen
because he went to the U, and he wasn't of that caliber, so he ended up playing at a smaller school, so he transferred out. But, that had to be a thrill for, and it's again, no one wants to lose a child, man. So nobody knows what happened. But eventually we will know.
Number 1.
The Coven.
Oh, no.
Man, the Coven sure
What
know.
now?
They know how to stay in the news.
Man, they stay in the news. Which one?
Kim. Well, Kim and, who was it? Kim and Kendall.
Kendall.
Yeah.
Kendall is the skinnier of the sisters.
Yeah. Well, Courtney she's pretty skinny too.
No.
Courtney is the one that's married to Travis Barker. Kendall.
No. Kendall is one of the young sisters.
Who's
the other young sister? The other young sister's more like Kim, more curvy like Kim. Kendall's more skinny. It's Kendall and...
I should know this.
Yeah.
I should know this.
She was married to your guy,
Travis Scott. No,
yeah.
Yeah, Travis.
Yes.
Kylie. That's what it is.
Kylie's a billionaire,
yes,
by the way.
Is. Hey, big head.
We dumb idiots have made the and they're Jenner's kids. Billionaires. Yeah.
Well,
Kendall ran with Booker.
So I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
So the reason that they're in the news right now is Kim trolls Kendall over NBA exes because she wore a shirt that said starting 5.
Kim did. Kim has a starting 20.
She does.
What the hell is she doing?
But this was just the NBA players. So the shirt had Jordan Clarkson, Blake Griffin, Ben Simmons, Kyle Kuzma, and Devin Booker.
Oof.
It said starting 5.
Oof. Now the response should be, Kendall should wear a shirt that says, "At least I didn't marry one," or "At least my 5 are stars," because Kim, if I remember, married Chris Humphries for about a week.
Yeah, about a week and a half.
Ruined his life.
Give him a little bit.
Yeah. So, oof.
But like when your
Coven.
sister does that, like, come on, man.
Damn that Coven. That's what's trending. That's well done, my friend. That's some good stuff. We'll make the turn for home. Hand it off to Jaguars today. We did it, E.
Yeah, we did.
We did it on a Friday.
And you were here on time.
Damn.
Happy Father's Day.
Yes.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. What's 1010XL's starting lineup?
The starting lineup.
Hicken and Prosser in the morning. Dempsey and Fat Tony with the Jags. Joe C, Matt, Nia, and Leon midday. Frangie, Brooks, and Carline afternoon. And Baloo and Hacker in the evening. Live and local all day. 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
I'm Dr. Rappaport with the Aesthetic Center off JTB and Southside. Does your dad's back hair rival that of a starting lineup? Does his face show more lines than a football field? Well, I've got you covered this Father's Day. Give your dad the gift of confidence with our Botox and laser hair removal services. You can even make him an appointment online at jacksaestheticcenter.com or call me at 808-2455. 808-2455. Give your dad the winning treatment he deserves.
I guess CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living has made your home the envy of the neighborhood.
And CSS handled 100% of the entire project, so we only dealt with one company.
Sounds like the perfect choice for outdoor living.
CSSOutdoor.com.
Summer is here, so while you're at the beach or on your bike, head on down to Sliders Oyster Bar in Neptune Beach, where you'll find the absolute freshest seafood in all of the 904. The biggest shrimp, the saltiest oysters, the freshest fish, all here at our newly renovated restaurant in Neptune Beach. Fresh seafood delivered daily by Safe Harbor, straight from the boat to your plate. Unique oyster specials daily, along with mixed cocktails from the bar. Come enjoy this beach vibe. Sliders Oyster Bar in Neptune Beach, locally owned by Safe Harbor Seafood.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On June 16, 2002, in the U.S. Open Men's Golf, Tiger Woods wins his second Open title, 3 shots ahead of runner-up Phil Mickelson.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, presented by FIS, is home this weekend at 1-to-1 Financial Ballpark. Tonight is Red Shirt Friday with post-game fireworks. Tomorrow, Florida Blue presents a salute to the Negro Leagues. The first 2,000 fans get a Jack's Red Caps bobblehead, plus more fireworks. Then on Sunday at 3:05, it's Baptist Health Sunday Family Fun Day. Call 358-2846 or jackshrimp.com.
Hey guys, Hicken here is hot. The oven's on and ain't getting any cooler unless you stay cooler with Bueller. Bueller Air, still locally owned and still treating their growing customer base like they're part of the family. You want proof? Just Google them. Buehler, Bueller Air. You won't find better rated air conditioning company in town. I use them. I already know, man. They are terrific. Like I said, hotter than ever outside. Great time to stay cooler with Bueller.
This is Hayes Carline for QC Kinetics. Remember when you were going to get that pain fixed this year? Well, the year is almost halfway over. If you're still dealing with that pain, enough is enough. Pills are not the answer. Surgery is not the answer. You need to call QC Kinetics today at 904-274-5522. Set up a free consultation in Mandarin or Ponte Vedra. The advanced regenerative medicine solutions at QC Kinetics can give you a life without chronic joint pain. You can do all those summer activities you love. How do they do it? By taking healing properties from your own body and applying them right into your achy joint. Your tissue can be repaired and restored naturally. You can have life-changing results without drugs, surgery, or downtime. If you have pain in your knees, back, shoulders, hips, enough is enough. Call QC Kinetics now, 904-274-5522. That's 274-5522.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
Does your home or building need painting? For over 20 years, Performance Painting has had the privilege of preserving many of Jacksonville's most prominent buildings. That said, we feel like we're just getting started. I'm Jason Parker, and our team thrives on preparing, protecting, and preserving the homes, businesses, and public buildings that make up our local landscape. Contact us today to put our years of experience to work for you. Performance Painting, prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting!
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and I said yes to Yas, Dr. Mitchell Yas, and the Yas Method. Now, I know you've probably tried medications, treatments, injections, even surgery. Maybe the reason you're still in pain is because they're treating the wrong thing and not addressing the root causes. Well, I know from personal experience, this does happen. But I found the best-kept secret in pain elimination, Dr. Yas and the Yas Method. Call him today, 904-906-YASS, and say yes to Yas.
Yo, yo, yo! Are you looking for the lowest price on car insurance? ET here for Australia Car Insurance. Call 1-800-CAR-INSURANCE today. Australia is your quick and easy alternative to pay less for car insurance. Switch and save money. Call 1-800-CAR-INSURANCE today.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 2-minute drill. Brought to you by Tire Outlet. Keeping the rubber on the road with wholesale prices and premium service. Tire Outlet, Jacksonville's largest locally owned automotive repair shop.
Oh, there. Hey, Mike. Contractually, I'm not allowed to speak until I hear the
No,
tick,
tick, tick, tick.
Yeah.
Tick, tick, boom.
I refuse to talk until the tick, tick, tick. How are you on this Friday?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
It's good. It's Father's Day weekend.
Yes.
So.
The forgotten holiday.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. Can be.
Like, what am I going to do different on Father's Day? Play golf? Going to do that a lot anyway, so it's all good.
Beautiful.
Yep, going to go see the Flash movie on Sunday.
Even better.
Yes.
What do you get? It's a double header for you. What
It
do you got?
is.
What do you got cooking today?
Well, that is kind of our question of the day is what is your favorite memory as a dad with your child, sports memory, or vice versa, with your dad?
Oh.
So what is your basically favorite sports memory involving a dad, either you being the dad or with your dad, something along those lines. Tom McManus will be in and, talk about the last embers, the dying embers of Jaguar minicamp.
The embers.
The embers.
Burn, Brian. Hang on.
I'm going to burn for the next 5 weeks, so we're going to have to actually do some work around these parts. Come up with some good discussion points.
Or take a vacation.
Got one of those plans as well. That's happening.
Well, have a great show.
Thank you, Dan. Have a good weekend. Happy
You
Father's
too.
Day.
You too. Mike is here. Tommy McManus is coming. Jaguars Today is momentarily up. You'll be back a little bit later today. Dylan Denmark up next.
I will.
You'll be back 3 to 6.
No. 4 to 6. 4 to 6.
4 to 6?
Yeah, not the whole shift.
I got to do TV tonight. You want to come in and do the late sportscast?
No.
Where will you be at like 10 o'clock? If I called you tonight FaceTime, would I see you like where I saw you when I was in Kansas City?
No, because I was at a bar. I was at a bar then. I probably ain't hitting the bar because I go get Lil Gritty this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
All right.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll